Hey, welcome everybody. Welcome back to another
Is my face
episode
red?
of. It's a little blurry on my end, so everything looks red at the moment. Anyways, welcome everybody to
Your
another
hair
episode
is
of
red.
Badlands. It's good to be back after we had that week off for Rowan and I both being out of town and just way too much going on to actually do the game. Um, so it's good to be back. We'll do a quick introduction of everybody here in just a moment. A few things to cover though before we jump into all of that. There are some ways that you, as viewers, can interact with the show, with the game, and you can help our awesome players, or you can be evil like me sometimes and hinder them. So these are the different things that you can do. For a donation of $1, you can give 5 temporary hit points to a character. That means they get 5 hit points on top of whatever they currently have, and then once those 5 are used up, they're gone. They don't get to heal up to that point over their maximum hit points. It's very helpful for encounters where they're getting beat up a bit. For $2, you can give somebody a free reroll. Thank you for that, host, Gwen. $2, you can give somebody a reroll, which is pretty much just like it sounds. If they roll poorly, they can try to roll again and see if they get a better result. That is probably the most frequently used thing in the games. A relatively new one that we have for $3 is a switch. So you can give that to the GM or the players. All of these you can do to the GM or the players. But the switch means that when somebody goes to take an action, whoever has the switch can throw that out there and say, no, do a different action. So, for example, if a bard says, I'm going to go seduce that barmaid, somebody can say, no, you're going to do a different action to the barmaid. So it can be pretty fun. For $5, you can give plus 10 to a player. That is on any one roll. Tends to be an auto success. Occasionally, depending on what they're trying to do, it might not automatically succeed, but it's a huge bonus to a roll. For $10, you can do a sensu bean, which gives a character half their health in a pill form that they can then consume to get half their hit points back. For $15, you can introduce a complication into the game, and that can be either complicating my life or the player's lives or all of our lives. And that can be pretty fun. As long as it is setting appropriate and appropriate in general, I will throw that in there and we will have to figure out how to deal with it. And then finally, if you're feeling very generous, for $25, you can gift a player a Phoenix Down, which means if they would normally die, if their character gets into a situation where their hit points would go all the way down to death, instead they will just go to 1 hit point, and they'll have basically that chance to escape. So that being said, if at any point you want to donate or you're curious about what I was just talking about, there's the information in the bottom right hand corner, or you can type !donate. Well, it helps if I can type. Donate just like that, and it'll give you links and all that information again. So all that being said, let's jump into introductions. We'll start with Rowan. Tell us a little bit about your character and then where we can find you next.
Hi, I am Rowan North. I'm a freelance illustrator and art educator. Um, you can find all my social media and where to find me, my online stores and stuff, at rowannorthillustrations.org, which I will put in the chat after I'm done here. I am playing Vinny, who is a rat man, very renegade, very soldier-esque, was a bounty hunter in basically a Mad Max apocalypse society. And where you can find me next is on Wednesday. I'll be on my channel doing Grimm, which is a game that I run, and Raven's in it. So,
The character there. Cool. And then next we've got Gwen. Tell us a little bit about Joan and Alinea, and then where can we find you next?
So Joan, first of all, is in her element and is trying to not. Well, she's really selfish and cold towards people, but she's trying to change that. No idea
But her
why.
aim is getting better.
No
but her aim
idea
is getting
why.
better.
Yeah. And Olivia is currently not in her element. In fact, not currently with the group. Lydia is currently, well, we'll see when
You,
we
you,
start
you have a good
how
guess, but you'll
Lydia's
find out.
doing. Yeah, yeah.
And then where can we find you
Lydia
next?
is sweet cinnamon roll, gullible, yeah,
That's fair.
all that, and was in an interrogation, and it
Yes,
went
yes, that's true.
poorly. It started out great, and then she decided, well, I rolled, and she decided to be honest,
Yep.
completely and utterly honest.
Perfect. And then where can we find you next, Gwen?
Oh yeah, you can find me next here Monday.
Oh yeah, that's right. Perfect. And then we'll pass it over to Vera, and feel free to tell us a little bit about you and or your character, um, and then where we can find you next.
Hi, I'm Vera. I've finally made it here. I'm so sorry. I'm playing Minerva, who all of you are more familiar with than me, but she's a snarky little shit, as far as I can tell.
That's
Um,
pretty accurate.
yeah, yeah. Um, I am only here right now. This is the only streamed thing that I'm doing at the moment because life got real. But I'll be here on Saturdays from here on out, so that's exciting. Very
Awesome.
excited to be here.
We're very excited to have you. And
Ah. I
pass it
don't know
up
what I'm
to.
doing. Please be kind.
No worries. Oh yeah, I meant to tell you too. If this being your first time with the system too, if you're not sure how to do something, just tell me what you want to do, and then I can tell you how to do it.
Love
There's
you.
no worries at
That's
all.
what I do on Thursdays.
Yep. And then we'll pass it up to Goody.
Sorry, I had to take off mute. Okay. So I'm Goody. I'm Lisa. I play Ping. I am the one who currently is habitually lying to get everyone where they need to be. And Ping is a doctor, but she's also stone cold blind. So, do with that information what you will. I, for myself, I don't really do too much on social media outside of like my personal life, but I will post my band's info on Facebook because I am the bassist in an emo post-hardcore band, yes, in this day and age. And we have stuff if you want to listen to it and things like that.
Awesome.
It's a little out of date. We don't have any of our new stuff, but you can at least look at like pictures and stuff. But yeah.
Fantastic. And then that just leaves me. So I'm Raven, obviously, as my channel. So we do the Black Feather Guild here just about every day of the week now, which is tabletop streams where we try to get new people in that are new to tabletop or new to streaming tabletop, but really just a place for everyone to feel included, like they have a place that they can hang out and just be themselves. If you want to get into it, go ahead. Gwen, for giving that subscription to Vera. Vera, welcome to the family. So, yeah, as I was saying, a place where everybody can, feel like they can
That
just be
counts as a
themselves.
+10, right?
That does count as a $5 donation, so feel free to split that up however you like. And if you would like to get into a game, feel free to shoot me a DM on Twitter, on Twitch, and Discord. All of that information will be floating around in chat as we go. But we've got plenty of one-shots coming up over the next few weeks, so it'll be easy to get you into a game. And with that, we'll jump in. Thanks for that, host Rowan. All right, so as we mentioned last time, our party was in a fancy hotel. Ping, Vinny, and Joan, you've had, the first really good meal you've had in possibly even years. Minerva, you've had tons of money because your family's rich, so you've been able to just pay for all of this. But it is evening. You've all eaten. do you do anything before going to bed and waking up the next day?
Vinny might actually consider maybe taking a bath.
That would probably
Oh
be a good
God,
idea.
would you?
Shut the fuck up.
I don't got eyes. I can smell things though.
But yeah, I think that yeah, he'll do that.
Okay.
Pink's going to bed.
I mean, he has to be careful, kind of work around, I guess, the bullet wound.
It's still a wound.
I mean, the bullet has been removed and it's been
It's still a wound.
stitched up, but
All right, perfect.
Yeah.
And real quick, Vera, Gwen has given you 2 extra rerolls and +5 temporary HP. Which
Gwen,
puts you
you're
at a
so
total.
kind to me.
Which puts you at a total of 3 rerolls, and you have the 5 temp HP.
Sweet.
All right, and then Joan, what are you doing?
Joan is, well, Joan's sleeping.
Okay. And then finally, Minerva, what do you do before the next morning?
Actually, no. Before she sleeps, Joan is going to go over her notes, point by point, and make sure they're correct. Then sleep.
Sounds about right.
I think Minerva is trying to process everything a bit. Because this is all a lot. All of these
It's
people
true.
are from the future. And she shot one of them. And now one of them is in jail. Minerva's gonna go to bed.
All right. Sounds like a
with the
that's
blankets
not a
over her,
mood.
with her blankets over her head to try and block out the smell from the rat.
That's fair. All right. Let's see here. The evening is relatively uneventful. All of you hear some knocking, not like at the door, but just like knocking sounds, some footsteps outside the door, things like that might wake you up, but nothing really happens. Nobody, bursts in or anything like that. So for the most part, you all have a relatively restful sleep, and you're awoken the next morning to roosters crowing outside. It's barely sunlight out. What do you all do?
Wonder why there are roosters around a hotel in the middle of town?
Because you're not that far away from the Clark farm.
Yeah.
It's not like right outside your window, but you can hear it in the distance.
I was gonna say them roosters got some pipes.
dang.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
Vinny, I imagine, just growls and just rolls over and puts the pillow over his head. Because he has not slept in days.
That's true.
Fair. Ping will get up.
Okay.
Joan is rock.
Bunch of sleepyheads. Okay.
Minerva wakes up and looks at the ceiling with the most despairing expression because this is very early for a rich girl. She doesn't want to be awake right now. Are you kidding? But she's up, so she just kind of sits up and like, oh, already, really?
Yep, really. Where's my glasses?
What?
Here, Minerva will help get the glasses.
Thank you.
Sunglasses.
Yeah,
Yep.
they're just
Yeah.
dark glasses that
Mm-hmm.
Ping wears to make people less unnerved over the fact that there's just skin over her
Mhm.
eyes.
Yep.
Is
so-
anyone else awake?
Vinny's like, no. I'm not fucking awake.
Okay.
Spectacular sleep talking.
Mm-hmm.
He does that.
He kind of reaches up from the bed and lifts her up.
So as
Kind of
as
wish
Ping
I'd
and-
shot him a little higher.
Well, I mean-
Joan actually laughs at that.
So Joan's
We-
awake now.
Okay.
We want him alive, just,
Do we?
you know.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I mean, he's abrasive. He's very abrasive. Yeah,
Joan's like,
extremely, extremely abrasive. But, you know, given his past, I can't blame him.
As
Uh-huh.
you're,
All right, then.
as you're all having this conversation, kind of waking up, you hear a knock on the door, and somebody says, "Morning, y'all want room service for breakfast?"
Immediately, Vinny just rolls out of the bed over to the far side, away from the door, because he is not ready for people. He is a rat man, but he's just like, "Ah!"
Vinny,
Ninja
you're
rolls.
fine. You're fine.
Room service kind of sounds nice, actually, if y'all want it.
If you're paying, I won't say no.
I mean, I'm paying for everything else at this point, so room service, please.
Oh, hell yeah. I like her.
So, so you all see this sheet of paper, sort of stuck underneath the door. It says, "All right, we'll be back in about 5-10 minutes to pick that sheet up, and we'll get started on your order." And they
Minerva
hear
will go
footsteps
pick it
walking
up.
away. And it's basically just like your basic breakfast menu. You can write down the number of each item that you want for the room.
Couple of everything.
All right.
Works for me.
Perfect. So, yeah, about 5 minutes later, assuming you stuck it back under the door,
Mhm.
they take it, and about, I'd say, 20 minutes after that, there's another knock on the door,
Mhm.
and somebody going, "Yeah, room service. We got your food here."
That was surprisingly fast for that amount of food.
They may move mountains if you have the money for it. And she'll just go open the door.
Vinny's hiding. He has not gotten up from the floor on the other side of the bed.
I would
So,
just imagine he like fell asleep on the floor again.
No, he's alert now. The knock kind of woke him up enough that he's on edge.
So, Minerva, as you open the door, you see this very nice young lady outside with this giant cart that she's pushed up to the door. And it's got about 4 of scrambled eggs, fried eggs, poached eggs, boiled eggs, 4 giant bowls of grits, a couple of platters full of biscuits, another platter full of who knows how many pieces of bacon and sausage on it. There's 3 carafes of coffee on there, and a pitcher of milk, and probably a basket with assorted fruits in it.
Okay.
Oh, and pancakes. And hash
Okay.
browns.
Okay.
And,
Alright,
and also this, and also that, and also.
Nope.
Making me hungry now.
Nope, that's it. That's it. That's all there is.
Alright.
So she'll wheel it into the room and say, "All right, just let us know if you need anything else. Checkout's at 11."
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
She'll do a little curtsy and leave the room. So now you have this giant cart full of food in the middle of the room.
Joan's gonna start piling up ham and eggs on a plate, and then put some grits in a bowl, and then go to her bed and like neatly set it down and start eating.
Your food is too rich. Gives me the fucking shits.
You'll be fine, Vinny.
That just means
what is
your
the strange?
dietary system is working.
I just want to know what the strange porridge stuff is. What is this?
Those are grits.
What are grits?
Cornmeal.
That.
Corn is straight cornmeal.
just try it. You'll probably like it.
I
Minerva's
mean,
just gonna be
probably.
attacking the coffee.
Okay.
That's
I mean,
fantastic.
Ping will
That's what-
try anything once, but I mean, she can't see the shit. She just she just wants to know what the goopy stuff is.
I don't even know what grits are, man.
I know
You can
Raven.
ask the actual Southerner who's DMing.
Raven,
Raven!
explain grits.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
originally from
they're
South Carolina.
cornmeal.
It's
They're literally
Uh,
cornmeal.
it's coarse cornmeal that's made into a porridge type substance that's
didn't-
delicious.
So
You
it's
didn't
like
know that?
oatmeal?
Please don't take this wrong. That sounds terrible.
It does sound terrible, but it's delicious.
It's so good.
They are so delicious, and also a Southerner. So yes,
That's
I knew
true.
that.
That's true. Think like cream
I'm
of
from the
wheat,
Northeast, y'all.
I lived in South Carolina for 1.5 years. So
I'm
Yeah,
a
I
New
live in the
Yorker.
not Northwest.
Oh, that's funny.
That's what I
I've lived
call
in North
Idaho,
Carolina
but
my entire life,
it's
so I
not
know
quite the
things.
Northwest.
Lots of
Yeah,
things.
think like cream of wheat, but it's corn instead of wheat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's very good.
Okay.
It's very, very, very good.
And,
Do you
and I
sweeten
don't.
it like cream of wheat?
No,
Yeah.
no, you butter it.
As they say in the
Butter.
South, if you're a damn Yankee, you do.
I
Yeah.
am a damn Yankee.
I've
Yeah.
I'm
been
from
called out.
Idaho.
there's two ways you can have grits. You can have it
Yeah.
savory or sweet.
It's true.
Idaho
You do,
isn't
like,
Yankee.
butter for
Idaho
What
is
else is it
absolutely
gonna be?
Yankee.
No.
for sweet you do butter and
We
honey.
count in the Pacific Northwest. What else we gonna be?
Yeah.
And then savory you do things like salt and pepper, and you could do fish. Oftentimes you get shrimp and grits.
Yeah. Also, it's
So-
it's a staple breakfast food in the South. Usually, you'll mix like
Okay.
scrambled eggs in with it.
Okay.
And
Except I
it's
hate eggs, so hell no.
yeah. Anyways,
I
so
love
so now
eggs.
that we've established what grits are
Yeah.
for everybody, you're all enjoying this really big breakfast.
You're all
Everybody's
welcome.
happy. Surprisingly, everything is calm. There's no danger, and everything is going smoothly. And
Oh
with
yeah.
that,
John also has
Vinny
some
hates it.
black
Vinny
coffee.
hates it. Vinny hates everything about this. Vinny hates that there's nothing going on. He's really, really anxious. He hates this.
And with that, we will leave this, pristine, serene scene. That was a lot of rhyming. I apologize. And we'll go to Alinea. Alinea, you've been stuffed into the back of a. They're still using some carriages around here, so it's a carriage with bars on the windows and a very sturdy padlock on the door. Thankfully, you haven't been handcuffed or shackled.
Was she put to sleep before this?
No.
Because yeah, she's going to be kicking and hitting and just. What are you doing? Let go! Oh, what? Ah!
On that
Let go
note,
of me!
roll either dodge or absorb.
I will let roll 20 actually do this for me because it's a linear and it doesn't really matter. There we go.
Wow.
27.
Okay.
Unusual for a linear.
Yeah. So you're kicking and screaming as there's two huge guys holding you by both arms off the ground. You're kicking and screaming and being a nuisance essentially to them, and one of them grabs their like a billy club type thing and tries to smack you on the back of the head, and completely misses because they have this moment of clairvoyance where you know exactly when to duck your head, and it just goes whoosh, right over your head. But they go, "All right, if you don't quiet down, we're gonna hit you for real next time."
Well,
Nice save.
Right.
Why?
It's like, we're gonna take you somewhere where you can get some help.
Can you take me to what was it? The Baker Farm? The Baker Estate? Yeah.
Uh, we're gonna take you to somewhere near there. We're gonna take you to a nice hospital.
Oh no. No, 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 no.
It's a
No.
very nice place, and you can get better, and you cannot cause trouble here.
I was not causing trouble until you started shoving me into the back of a wagon. I think.
Keeping in mind that you were an accomplice to a robbery that happened in broad daylight.
I was not an accomplice at all.
They're like, yeah, we've heard it all before. Into the carriage you go. Do you struggle again, or do you go into the carriage?
Linnea defeatedly huffs and goes into the carriage.
All right, so they
I've never been so mistreated in my entire life.
so they get you into the carriage, and then they lock the door with this pretty heavy padlock. I mean, it makes a loud chunk noise as they click it in place, and then you just hear this loud metallic thud as it slaps against the door as they let go of it. And with that, you can hear in very muffled voices, one of the people that was holding your arm talking to the driver, and you overhear them talking about the Clark Research Asylum. And go ahead and roll hearing for me to see if you overhear something.
Sure, roll 20 is being nice to Linnea today, so let's see. Hearing is there. Ooh, there's Linnea.
Okay. So you put your ear to the window, kind of, so the sound can come through the bars is kind of what you're hoping, and hear that. But the other guy that was holding your arm notices you trying to overhear, and so he slaps the window with his billy club and goes, "Oi! Eavesdropping's rude."
Putting me in this place is rude.
There's some connection of your ear with the side of the window with the bars and the hitting and whatnot. So it kind of boxes your ear, and you take 4 damage.
Ow.
He caught you good.
Yeah.
Lucky hit.
Yeah, that's what Linnea says. Ow.
I rolled a 1d4 and it got 4. So you don't hear anything else, except for some ringing for a while. And with that, the carriage starts to lurch off into a direction. You can, let's say, roll... a second, let me look at the skill list again.
I'll be right back.
All right. I think I know what I want you to roll. Just
Naturalist?
double check. That's what I'm thinking, yeah. Yeah, it's probably going to be the best one to do with this one. You can roll Naturalist to see if you can kind of...
Nat
track your
20!
way.
32!
Okay! You can't hear anything, but your sight's working fantastic, and you're able to keep track of exactly where you're going. So you could, given the chance, you could make your way all the way back into town, no problem, once the carriage finally stops. You know exactly where you are and where you're going. You don't know what's at the place where you're going, but you have a great sense of direction of the surroundings if you wanted to go back.
And Linnea, while they're going, is going to scream out, "There's been a terrible injustice here!"
Okay. And with that, we will pan back
and
to...
stuff along those lines the whole way.
Perfect. The driver is very annoyed with you. And with that, we will go back to our party. You've had enough time to finish up your breakfasts. What do you do from here?
We should probably go get Linnea.
Yeah, but
You're muted.
knowing
Pro
Am?
streamer.
Me?
Me. It was me.
Oh,
Okay.
No fear. What were you saying?
Joe-
I'm a
was gonna
pro
say,
streamer,
no.
guys.
Knowing Alinea, yeah, let's not go to the jail. Let's go straight to where she's going to be, which would be the asylum.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
you think she's
Uh,
going to be at the asylum?
Yes.
Gotta love how you say probably in reference to going to save your friend.
Well, yeah. Not my friend?
Companion.
Nobody
Comrade.
likes
Acquaintance?
Joan.
Oh wow, y'all are dysfunctional as all hell. Great. Fantastic.
Yes, absolutely.
Alinia's fine.
1000%.
It's Joan we don't like.
And how do you plan exactly on getting her out of the asylum?
Your money and my lying?
Also, your family
I'm not
owns.
paying for your entire lives.
Also, your family owns the asylums, as far as I'm aware.
No,
It
her
was
family
Xander.
doesn't. It's Xander's family. She hasn't married into it yet.
Oh yeah, yeah, about that.
What do you mean about that?
Yeah, you know Xander.
I do, clearly.
Carnally, biblically.
Watch your mouth.
We're not sure about that yet.
You don't know
I'm
shit.
a doctor. I'm not stupid.
Well, the thing
You're
is,
something. I
I
wouldn't
am
say
something.
we don't
But you're
know.
something.
We
One
know
of them.
that they marry at some point in the future. We do not know that they have done anything yet.
I fucking saw her leave his bedroom.
We could have been having a nice conversation. You don't know shit.
Exactly.
But why are what does that have to do with anything right now?
I would also
Nothing.
like to know what that has to do with the price of peas in Persepolis. Really.
Yeah.
Well,
Xander-
probably he's courting you with the consent of your family. Yes,
Who the fuck
Yes.
cares?
because money talks.
Yeah. And also, Xander's family owns the asylum, so you can
We
talk
just
to Xander, and
break
Xander
in.
can get Alinea out.
We break in and we get her. Shoot anyone who gets in the way.
We are
Says
not.
No.
We are
Shooting
not
up
breaking in. Vinny.
asylum.
We are not shooting up an
Ugh.
asylum.
I
That
love
is
it.
the
When times were
worst
simpler,
idea.
where you could shoot someone
ever.
and it not be a problem.
Yes. Well, in our day and age, whatever years it was from now.
1920s.
No, from now,
Oh.
where we're from, that might work. This is not that time. Shooting up an entire asylum would be a
Sounds like
huge
fun.
deal. Yeah, it's fun, but it'd be a huge deal. So I'm gonna recommend we don't.
Ugh. It's like then you deal with
So
this.
only one of
And
you has
he just
sense. Totally.
he
Yes.
kind of flops back on the bed like you deal with this.
Spectacular.
I have sense.
Do you?
Suggested
I've yet to see it.
I suggested we talk to Xander. Or you talk
I'm
to
not-
Xander.
I'm
What,
not.
Amy?
I'm not.
No, none of those people are me, honey. They can't see you, sweetie. Here.
I don't like you.
Oh, the cute,
Here.
the cute.
Oh no. Oh no. So cute.
So cute.
What?
What?
Drink. I am gonna go drink.
Okay, go drink your juice.
Adorable.
Me too, kid. Me too. I'm gonna go
Right?
drink.
I'm gonna go drink.
Minerva's wanting a drink right about now. Just saying.
Do they have mimosas in this day and age? Because you could probably order one from room service.
It is prohibition, so
Oh,
If
true.
you re- if you
Mimosas
remember
would
from
be
last
harder
time,
to get.
you did get alcohol last night, but you had to order off the secret menu. And it was Minerva that was doing that.
Yes, because she's so nice.
Mm.
But no, no, we're not shooting up an asylum.
Well, talk
If
to me if you change your mind.
if violence has to happen, absolutely, absolutely. But I wouldn't start there.
Okay.
I'll talk to Xander, fine.
All right. So you've got a plan now. Do you go up to the Clark estate to talk to Xander, or do you go to the
By
police
the
station
way,
first?
Joan writes down a short description of Alinea and hands it to Minerva.
She takes it. Why am I doing this? And then she just, yeah, she'll go to the Clark estate to talk to him, I guess, after paying for all this, or maybe, putting it on her family's tab. One of those.
You can put it on the
Credit
tab. That's
existed
totally
in
fine.
this day and age, so
Credit it to my family, please.
it's one of the reasons the
Alright.
Great Depression happened. But credit existed.
All right. There we go. So you make it
Contributing to that historical accuracy.
Heck yeah!
Yeah.
Go
Exactly.
nuts!
So you head out of town. Do you walk or do you hail a horse and carriage, or there might even be an actual taxi? Like there's probably one in town. It might be in that area.
I'll
You know.
I'll hail a horse and carriage.
Okay. Have you roll?
I gotta roll something. Oh no.
Let me have you roll sight.
Sight. Okay, it's there. Okay.
Yeah, you spot a horse and carriage, and you manage to get the driver's attention.
Okay.
So he pulls over, and he's got room to comfortably sit 3 in the seats.
Mhm.
And then there's like one tiny little, like, scrunched up seat next to him that can fit a 4th person.
I'll sit up with the driver.
Okay.
I was going to
rest of you
strap
get in
Benny
there.
to the roof.
It's an open carriage.
My statement stands.
All right. So yeah, he seems very polite. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Okay.
He asks, so you paying with cash, or do you want me to charge your family?
I'll pay you personally.
All right. He says, okay, that'll be
I'll be right back.
50 cents.
Okay, so I have 70 gold. How do we work that?
It's $70.
Okay. So I now have 69.50.
Nice.
Cool. Oh, I just got why you. That's the internet thing. Then okay. The stupid asexual just reared its head real well. That took me a damn second.
Oh, that's the stupid internet thing. So good.
Oh. Yep. Yep. Perfect. So
I
he takes.
forgot that was a thing.
No worries.
Okay.
So he takes the coin and drives you up to the Clark estate. No real issues. You all pull up here, and surprisingly for everyone, this place looks very familiar.
Wait, surprising me?
No, surprisingly to players, I
The
guess.
original group. Okay.
Yeah. Everybody, including the people from the future, are familiar with this site.
Gotcha. Okay.
They've seen this before. And, yeah, it's pretty quiet. There's nobody outside. The water from the lake is making some pretty calming noises and whatnot. And the again, pretty uneventful. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Vinny's like sulking the whole way. And when finally they get out of the carriage, and he kind of goes to Minerva and it's like, do they have motorcycles?
I don't think I want to know why you're asking, but probably not.
No, I mean here at
Hey,
this
put it
time.
on here.
No,
Yeah, Minerva, you don't even know what that is.
I don't know what you're talking about. To be
Were there
entirely honest,
motorbikes in the 1920s?
I have no idea.
The first motorbike was in 1932.
Nope.
So
Wait.
no.
I was gonna say the Model T is like just getting into popularity right now.
You're, yeah,
But
so
the Model T was actually slightly before the first motorbike. But yes, they did have them right around the same time as the Model T.
And there were like horseless carriages that weren't cars per se, but they were a weird kind of
Yeah,
contraption.
horseless carriages, motor carriages, automobiles maybe here and there would be how you'd hear
But
those
the first
references.
commercially available one was 1932.
For motorcycles, yeah.
this would be so much easier if I had my bike.
Go get a brush.
Okay,
Okay.
then. Anyway,
So
He's
Minerva,
continuing to sulk.
You do notice that
I-
there's nobody outside, and that's a little bit unusual. There's no
Uh-oh.
servants outside. There's nobody wandering around. You don't see anybody tending to the road or fishing in the
Uh-oh.
lake or anything like that at all. There's nobody outside.
and it's like a nice day out.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a very nice day.
Oh, great. So this is just not normal.
No.
Mm,
Jones
Min-
taking notes the whole time.
Minerva will go up and knock on the door.
As you knock on the door, you do hear some shuffling happening inside. A couple of voices. You can't make anything out, but they do sound a little bit upset. And eventually, somebody opens the door. You recognize it as one of the butlers that works in the home. He says, "Oh, Minerva, hi. Sorry, we're a little bit busy here. I
I've
help you?
noticed there's no one running around outside today.
Yeah, we're all trying to find out what happened. He kind of leans in and gets kind of quiet. There was some things stolen.
Some things were stolen.
Yeah, they don't know who took it, and they're questioning all the staff.
What was
Thankfully-
stolen?
I said, well, it was a rather expensive coin collection that Xavier had. Like, I don't know where he stored it. None of the help knew where it was, so they're questioning all of us, trying to figure out who took it.
Yeah, no, I understand. Is he around?
No, Xavier's at the asylum. Xander's here though.
All right, Xander's who I'm here to see anyway, but do pass on my condolences to Xavier.
Ah, surely will do, ma'am.
You said a coin collection was taken?
Yes, a very expensive coin collection.
Gotcha.
So Minerva and I'd say probably Ping, you're welcome to roll a gut feeling check to see if you can glean some more insight into that.
I don't think I feel anything.
I love how you didn't
Yeah.
even ask Jones to do that.
You're empty inside. You don't feel anything at all.
I got
Yeah,
a 12.
Exactly.
Oh,
Your only gut feelings are, man, that was a lot of food I just ate, and coffee, and yeah, my gut is just telling me that I ate too
Vinny,
much.
Oh, thank you.
Vinny is sus. Can he roll gut feeling?
You can roll gut feeling, but it will
Can
give
you
you
go
different
turn off the
information.
Xbox, please? What?
Vinny got a lot better than
Oh,
the rest of you.
good.
Yeah, that is 29.
Ooh,
crap.
ow.
He just suddenly
Ooh.
gets suspicious, like, is this a sign that Alexander's here or whatever? Because he's still paranoid about that.
Yeah, so
I did it.
You don't feel anything
Yay.
specific,
Good job.
but
Thank you.
it does seem rather suspect that right now this expensive coin collection goes missing.
That is very
but,
suspicious.
But yeah, you don't really know anything beyond that. Gwen, you had a question?
No.
Okay.
I think she was just
Um,
freaking out about my daughter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Hi.
Look, you paint
Hello.
the table.
Yeah.
You don't paint tables.
I know. It's an art table, honey. I get paint on it.
You don't do that.
I'm sorry, but I do.
It's not nice.
I'll be right back. It's time to put her into bed.
Okay.
Okay.
Good night. All right. So Joan, you can roll gut feeling if you'd like, but you would
Yeah.
words
Joan
are
rolled a
much like
9.
Vinny. Yeah, you are thinking, wow, my gut's telling me I ate a lot of food this morning.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, the butler says, well, I can let you in. Xander's in the parlor.
Yes, please, thank you.
Y'all want anything to drink?
No, thank you.
All right,
Tea,
so
please.
he'll. Goes, oh, okay, all right. We'll be right with you. And he just looks to Minerva and goes, well, you know the way. I'll let you lead your friends.
Thank you. And she'll just start walking in.
Okay.
Vinny is once again smartly shutting his gob because he is extremely anxious and uncomfortable as hell. Nope,
Yep.
he does not like this.
So you're all free to go into the parlor. You make it there, no problem. A short time later, the butler will come in with some iced tea for Joan. As you walk into the parlor, you just see Xander. So rather attractive looking young man, white hair and blue eyes. And he is poring over a large, dusty looking book and seems a little bit agitated.
Good morning, Xander.
So, as you speak, he seems to notice you for the first time coming into the room. He's very absorbed into what he was doing. Looks up and goes, oh, hi. Well, you're a pleasant sight. Sorry, I was distracted. We had some things stolen, and I've been trying to figure out how on earth anyone knew where that was. But how are you, sweetie?
I'm doing all right. I came to talk to you about something. I'm sorry that things were stolen.
Yeah, it's the weirdest thing. It's been hidden somewhere for a while, and Father and I were really the only two that knew where it was, and obviously neither of us took it. So, trying to
Of
figure
course
out
not.
where those coins went. They're worth quite a bit. I mean, nothing that we had tied up in investments or anything like that. So I mean, we'll be fine, but still rather concerning.
Of course, of
Um,
course. If there's anything
Vinny-
that I can do.
I think Vinny does mutter like, well, he wouldn't have money.
And at that, he goes, "Oh, who are your friends here?"
Ha. They're, who I came to talk to you about, actually. They're, people that I met in town, and they've got a friend who was apparently sent to the asylum. I was hoping I could help them out a little bit.
Like, well, I mean, usually folks sent to the asylum are there for a reason.
They say it's a case of
Well-
a mistake, which I know rarely happens, but you know.
Oh yeah, certainly. I'm kind of busy with this here, but when were they
course.
sent in?
I didn't
What
catch
was that?
those last words, Raven.
He says when were they sent to the asylum?
Yesterday.
Yesterday.
Last night.
All right. And do you know the the name and the number that they gave the case?
I don't. I just have the description of the patient.
Ooh, I could try
Olivia.
that.
That's her name.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold on. Let me give it a try. And
Thank you.
he's going to walk into a different room and try to call over to the asylum. What do you do while Xander's out of the room?
Joan is going to be taking notes still.
None of y'all touch anything.
Ping is gonna kind of, as best as she can, move around the room with her cane.
Okay.
So Vinny looks Minerva dead in the eye and touches a chair. Because he's feeling contrary.
Joan face palms.
You're not cute.
Did Vinny just do something?
Yes, then he just touched a
He's
chair.
being a spiteful little shit.
Takes one.
I'm not surprised. Okay, just because she shot you, you need to let it go.
He deserved it.
He did. I won't lie. He deserved it.
And I told him not to.
Oh, we
Shut the
both
fuck
told
up.
him not to. We both told him not to.
I mean,
But
yeah, but I have it in writing.
I found her. I was going to talk to her. She's the one who started screaming.
you
You're
know how
the
you
one who
don't
ran
talk
up
to young
on me in the
women?
middle of the
Don't
woods in
grab
the
'em.
middle of the night.
And then
It was
grabbed.
the
You
morning.
grabbed.
She was screaming.
And the reaction to that is to not grab them.
Wow, it looks like you should really be
Even-
listening to your friends.
Even I know that that's not appropriate.
You hear that, Vinny? Joan knows more social conduct than you.
And listen, I was trained in killing people, not social conduct. Bitch.
And I was trained in history. What does that have to do with anything?
Nobody cares about what you were trained in.
Don't think we were much caring about what you were trained in either at the moment.
So as you're all having this wonderful conversation, Xander comes back in and goes, everything all right?
We're great.
Perfectly fine.
It's
Yeah,
like,
he has no social skills.
I'll show
tension's
you
kind of
social
high
skills.
in here. Like, I just walked in and I can feel it. So, Minerva, honey, do you need to talk to me in private or anything?
No, no, dear. Believe me, if I needed to talk to you in private about this, I would. But this isn't anything to worry about, I promise.
All right. Well, so I called over to the asylum. They said they didn't see anybody come in with that description, or name.
Uh-oh. Maybe she's still on the way there? Maybe they only
Maybe.
tried to send her this morning?
Probably.
yeah,
I mean, as far as I know, Olivia wouldn't give a false name. Is she capable of lying?
Well, she has never lied in the course of me knowing her, which is notably 5 days. But usually, if someone had a habit of lying,
She has less social skills than I do.
That's saying
well,
something.
that would explain why she ended up in the asylum. All right.
Oh
so,
yeah, I
well,
stole from the local clinician.
might not have told me that if I were you, but appreciate your
Vinny is
honesty. I
actually gives
mean,
her this
you know,
look, like, what?
not much, but I appreciate your honesty.
Yeah, I mean, like, I did. Elenia paid it off. It's fine. It's fine. I am a physician myself. I was taking care of a friend. I had no supplies. I did not leave him depleted by any means.
Go ahead and roll charm.
Oh God. Okay, does he count as
Yes.
academic?
Yes, he's a scientist.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. 21.
Okay, so he is very skeptical, but believes you for enough for now. He's like, okay, I'm not gonna, press this any further.
Good.
He says, all right, well, I told them to alert us if anybody came in with that name or description, so...
Thank you, Xander.
Anything for you, honey.
You're a cute couple.
And,
I was so seeking your approval on the match.
I can't see you either, so it's ironic.
It really is, actually.
Yep. You sound
That's it?
cute, though.
Oh, God.
Xander goes on and on about, how cute and adorable Minerva is, and
Oh, my God.
lots of flowery romantic things, as lovebirds do when they're first engaged.
Ping is here for it.
Joan is having a field day writing notes.
Okay.
Minerva is blushing.
Yeah, once he's done,
Figuring
he's like,
out special cues and such.
and once he's
Jenny,
done,
honey, your internal screaming is becoming external. Could you stop?
Can we go?
as
Go
Joan's
where?
like, well, this is fascinating.
as
So
Xander finishes
I'm
up,
fine with this continuing to happen.
Xander, darling. That's enough.
as Xander finishes up, he goes, "Oh, sorry, I tend to ramble when talking about how great you are."
I bet you do.
I know, dear.
Well, anyways, I'll get back to trying to find out what happened to this coin collection, and I know you can handle yourself, so let you get back to whatever you were doing, and we'll talk to you later.
Soon.
Okay.
Room.
The bedroom.
That was fantastic.
Farewell.
Vinny's like just so done. He's like leaving the room. Like he's like, nope.
And then Vera was dead.
Oh.
That's great. So he goes back to his book, and
Joan, before that, Joan's like, if you need any help finding those coins, I might be of assistance.
are you an investigator?
Academic, but I have some investigating skills.
She's nosy, is what she's saying.
I see. Do you have any certifications or documentation on you?
No, not on me.
Oh, okay, well, if you want to come back with some of that, I'd be happy to take a look at it and consider hiring you.
Hear that, John? Fuck off.
Like, your friends are very colorful here, honey.
Friends is a real strong term, love, but I'll see you
More-
later.
More acquaintances.
All right. And he points to Ping and Vinny. He's like, they're a cute couple. Maybe we could, double date with them at some point. They're a little rough around the edges, but they seem interesting.
Oh my god.
What?
Maybe
Ping
someday.
has no idea
Anyway,
who you pointed to. Ping can't see who you pointed to, so she's just like, okay. Double date with
Joan.
Vinny's gone. Vinny's out of the room. He's heading out of the building. He's gone.
I had to throw that in.
Minerva's just gonna kiss Xander on the cheek and leave.
Fuck this
Scandal.
estate. He's out.
Xander will blush a little bit, but then he dives right back into the book and is completely oblivious to his surroundings from that point on. Okay, so you head back outside, I presume.
Yeah,
Okay.
I guess.
Yeah.
Where else?
Given what you know now, everybody give me a gut feeling check.
Oh boy.
Sure.
I'm bad at these.
18.
Minerva's instincts need some
7.
work.
25.
Okay, so it was 11, 18. What was Joan?
7.
7. Okay. And Vinny was what
Like-
again?
25.
25. Okay, so Ping, we'll start with you.
Yeah.
So you get the feeling that if Alinea wasn't admitted to the asylum yet, then maybe she could still be at the police station. Maybe she didn't get admitted after all. And you also feel pretty suspicious about the fact that that coin collection went missing when Xander just said only he and his father knew where that collection was stored. Benny, you are suspicious as hell about the fact that only Xander and Xavier knew where that coin collection was, and you put two
Oh,
and two
of course
together
it is.
that if this Xander knows where the coin collection is, the future Xander that you're after probably knows where that coin collection is.
Dun, 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 dun.
Bum, bum, bum.
So
Um,
as we are guess, well, I don't know. Are you gonna give more clues to the other two, or
Well, there's more for Vinny.
Okay.
And you're guessing that if Alinea didn't get admitted to the asylum, she's either at the police station or you're starting to feel a little worried about the possibility that maybe she's at the asylum but wasn't officially admitted.
he's here?
That's shady.
Who's
For
here?
Minerva and Joan, yeah, you pretty much just like, oof, man, I'm still digesting that food.
Minerva's instincts need some work.
Yeah.
They'll get there. They'll get there.
So Vinny's like, he is the one we followed here. To your time, this place.
Why
You're-
exactly are you following him again?
Because he
He's
needs
a
to fucking
murderous
die.
sucky. Like, he's just the worst. He's a murderous psycho.
And he's also very, very rude and would not accept my help.
Also, because of his family's experimentation with a very dangerous substance, people like me ended up with horrible deformations upon their birth.
He's the reason I'm a rat. He tortured
Oh.
me and my sister.
That would be why you're following him. Okay.
Maria is dead because of him.
A lot of people are dead because of him.
And
He's
Yeah,
just a
Objectively,
Sean-
it was in the pursuit of knowledge. So,
And who exactly
Who the
was
fuck
this?
cares?
I'm sorry?
So,
Who is this?
It's your fiance. Or are you talking about Maria?
No, I meant. What do you mean, my fiance? Xander wouldn't hurt a fly.
Yours
Yeah.
might not. But the one we know from our timeline, because time is not linear, at some point he broke from being a nice person and became the kind of person who only believes that the means justify the end.
well,
You wanted to kill him too.
Well, yeah.
No,
I
he's
mean-
gesturing to Minerva.
Oh, I was gonna say I was helping.
Of course, yeah.
I what?
Yes, you helped.
Yeah,
you
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 were-
had even
you were
had a
helping
child
us.
with him.
but
You and your son.
You and your son were both trying to kill him.
I believe he actually had a
Um,
point at one point.
with,
Yeah, Joan, you tried to join him. We killed you.
with
Yeah,
that,
I know. I have that in my notes as well.
Minerva needs to do a discipline roll.
A
Uh-oh.
discipline roll?
Oops.
Yeah.
Oops.
What does that mean?
It means welcome to hell.
It means it's a skill and you click on it and it rolls.
That means that
No,
we're
but
about
what
to
if-
enter some Lovecraft level shit.
Oh no.
So there
Ready to
is
get real
a-
sad?
It's what Raven asks when you instead of sanity, because this system does not have sanity.
Oh.
So discipline is also your ability to handle time paradoxes, things like
Oh.
that. So what's your mental score, by the way? I can't remember what it was.
5.
5. Okay, so you start out with 10 sanity points. You're gonna go down 1. So
Oh no.
you're actually going to start having this like headache, and you're feeling kind of weird. And do I still have that sound in here?
Where the
No,
heck
I
is Sandy?
don't.
Oh,
You don't
it's-
have it on
There
your
is
sheet.
no sanity.
Okay.
I'm keeping
Yeah.
track of it.
Raven's the best. She keeps track of it for us because none of us would.
Yeah.
I mean, I
I
have
did.
everybody's sanity on John's
So
course he
character
does.
sheet.
Of course she
So-
does.
you start having this headache. You hear these weird, like, goopy, gurgling kind of sounds, and you have these weird flashes of memories that aren't yours. See somebody that looks kind of like Xander, has the same white hair and blue eyes, but their face looks different. And they seem a bit sinister. It kind of freaks you out a lot, so your sanity goes down to 9.
Just real quick as a question, is there any way to get sanity back?
Yes, there is.
You can take
Oh,
drugs.
thank
Yeah.
goodness.
Yeah,
there
you can
is.
take drugs, or maybe the benevolent GM will give it back to you.
I still don't know when Joan's gonna get sanity back. Joan's still at 3.
Yep, there's fewer
Vinny, believe it or
opportunities
not,
here.
although he's like the most neurotic of the bunch, has the highest sanity.
I had to sit at negative for a while with eyesight, so y'all are fine.
So Alinea is at 7, Joan is at 3, Ping is at 4, Vinny is at 9, Sari, who's still stuck in the future, is at 2, and Minerva is at 9.
Poor Sari's still there?
She's still in the future, yep.
Vinny left his
Aw.
coat with her,
Bless.
tucked her in, all nice.
She
And
woke up
so
and
yeah.
stole
she
your
has
bike,
the
dude.
bike.
Yeah, I was gonna say she woke up and stole your bike. She is
Again.
1000% running like a motorcycle gang right now.
Oh God.
So yes, Minerva,
Am I wrong?
you are very disturbed at the moment, and you
Yeah.
have those visions.
Yeah. She's just kind of looking shell-shocked.
Dissociate with the rest of us.
What the fuck? You know what? Never mind. I don't. Just no. Let's just go get your companion.
If
Just gonna head to
if
the-
you want to know more, I have notes.
No.
Vinny thinks for a moment and then reaches into his pocket and pulls out a pill and holds it out to her.
Wait, are those my pills?
You can't see anything.
I heard something. Are you offering her a pill?
Shut the fuck up about the pills. You don't see no pills.
You're offering me drugs?
You'll need it.
Because pills from people you barely know from the future are the best kind of pills.
We don't know how these pills will affect her, Vinny.
Yes, we do. I've
Not
given it to
right
her
now.
before.
When she was older,
It's an anxiety pill. Chill your fucking tits.
it changed. First off, I barely have any tits to chill. Second off, anxiety dosages change throughout a person's life and
Fine.
age.
Fine. He breaks it in half. Then half a pill.
Oh my god.
I don't
You
think
don't
that's
have
any
to
better.
take that, Minerva. You don't have to if you don't want to.
I am doing this out of the goodwill of my cold
You're,
dead heart.
you're muted,
Take it
You're
or leave
muted,
it.
Vera.
Vera.
Pro streamer.
I still do it occasionally. Don't worry about it.
Same.
Great. She'll take the pill in her hand, but she's not going to take it at the moment. She's just kind of eyeing it and eyeing all of you, and she kind of just puts it into a pouch. Thank
Okay.
you. Let's
And
just
he
let's get
turns
this
back.
fun.
My malware software believes that privacy is a universal right and thinks it needs to take up half my screen to tell me that. Wow. Okay.
Okay. So
VPNs are getting out of hand.
so you're standing on the porch of the Clark estate, passing out drugs and talking about
Like we
evil,
do.
maniacal villains. What do you do from here?
Vinny is going to head towards the asylum. He knows the way. He's not going to stand here talking any longer.
Yeah, Joan
Wasn't
is
Vinny
way
seen
ahead
at the
of Vinny,
asylum, though?
Yes, he was.
Yeah, he was.
Shouldn't he,
Joan
like,
is way ahead
not
of
be
Vinny, though.
seen?
Should what?
Okay, so
Shouldn't he, like, not be seen?
Vinny doesn't care at this point. Alinea is missing, and there is a villain to slay. Remember, it's his personal
Joan-
code to get this guy and get him the hecky.
So Joan, you already left like while they were talking about the drugs. Then,
Yeah.
did you want to do so discreetly, or do you care if they know that you left?
At this point, I would say Joan is pretty much very much wanting to do it discreetly.
Okay, give me a blend in roll to see how well you sneakily.
20.
Okay, yeah. Everybody is preoccupied talking about drugs.
As
and
we are
listening
wont to do.
as you do. And yeah, you slip off, no problem. Give me a naturalist roll to see if you can find your way back, because you are there's a lot of woods and stuff between here and where you need to
Sure,
go.
I'll trust roll 20 on this. 24.
Trust
Hey.
well placed. Yeah, you managed to between the road and the trails and whatnot, you're able to find your way after probably a good 30 minutes of walking. Find your way to the trail that leads to the asylum. Minerva, Vinny, and Ping, as you finish up your conversation about drug dealing, you look around and you notice Joan's not there. Or in Ping's case, you listen and you don't hear the scribbling of a pen on paper of somebody taking notes, and you're like, wait a minute, I don't hear Ping.
There's a
I
void
don't
in
hear
my
Joan
life.
writing. Yep.
A disturbance in the force.
Joan got
Vinny,
impatient.
Vinny at that point looks around, doesn't see her. It's like, remind me next time we see her to shoot her in the leg.
Okay.
And he heads off.
I mean, I encourage you to actually, like, kill her last time, so, you know, whatever.
But you were also crazy.
Very yummy.
Sure, we'll go with that.
So
It's okay. It's okay. That time I was more or less talking to myself. It's fine.
so Minerva, you've been offered pills, and you had this really weird flashback thing, and now you're hearing Vinny and Ping talking about how they murdered their companion and how they need to shoot her in the legs. What's your reaction to all this?
Didn't we murder
What
her
the
twice?
hell?
Just the one time.
Oh, it's one. Okay,
Why?
yeah, it was one time.
Do y'all just hate each other? Like, because you're constantly talking about killing each other, and the tension between me and y'all, I can get, but the tensions between y'all, like,
We're not on this quest to be friends.
sounds real freaking lonely. And she's just gonna start walking.
You are the one who
Joan-
brought us together.
Joan is literally on this quest to change the world.
Okay.
If I
In
had
this
it my
case-
way, I would have traveled alone.
So
But that
Vin-
ended
Yeah,
up being a
Benny,
stupid idea.
we know. You do everything alone.
And I did a pretty good job of it for a while. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and how well has that worked out for you recently, though?
Shut the fuck up about recently. We're in a weird place.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So, Vinny, do you allow Minerva to lead the way, or do you try to, find your way back to the trail? Or the
I
road?
mean, he knows the way. I kind of imagine him kind of striking the lead because he knows the way.
Okay. In that case, I will have you roll naturalist to make sure you accurately remember how to get back there.
I hate you. Guess what? I didn't put points in this time around
I know.
at all. There's still a whopping 0 in naturalist. Anyways, that is a 20 though.
20? Okay. Yeah, you, I mean, you know how to get there. It's
Nat
just a matter
20?
of
Oh, dirty
your-
20. Get out.
it's just a matter of, not getting turned around and going like, was that it? Or was it that? Yeah, no, it was that. It was that spot or that trail or that tree looks familiar, that kind of thing.
I would imagine, like, my head canon is Vinny would, like, scratch on the trees.
Except he's wearing gloves to hide the fact that he has freaking fuzzy hands and claws.
Are those gloves sewn to his hands?
I mean, might as well be.
God, okay.
Well then.
He's got
I'm not
like
here to judge.
just tight like leather gloves, and then he puts his combat gloves, like fingerless combat gloves, over them.
That
It's kinda
sounds
metal.
sweaty and yucky.
It's metal
Yeah.
as fuck. Thank you very much.
It sounds punk because it sounds sweaty and yucky.
Shots fired. Anyways, yeah, you without too much trouble, you follow or trace your steps back to the road, and yeah, you managed to get there without too much trouble. We'll pause there though. Joan, you have about I'd say a good 10 to 15 minute head start on everybody. Do you?
How
start
long were
heading-
we talking about drugs?
Long enough.
Well, there
Long
was the
enough for
drug.
Joan to get bored.
There was the drug conversation, and
2
then,
seconds.
and then Vinny and Ping insult flirting back and forth
Exactly.
and all that stuff. So, and you had to,
Far too long for Joan.
So you just start walking down the road, or do you do anything else?
Joan will not do anything until she gets to the asylum, and then once she gets to the asylum, she'll find a place and wait for the rest of the group
Okay.
and sit and start making notes on how she got there.
Okay. So we'll come back to Joan in just a bit. Then Joan will get to the asylum first. Everybody else, you make it back to the road. Minerva, this looks familiar. You've been out to the asylum a couple of times. It's not exactly a fun place to go.
Also sipping on that tea that she got.
You
stole their
stole a
cup?
glass of tea?
Yes, yes,
Where do you keep it?
in her hand. Obviously.
She wandered off with her notebook and a cup of tea. Okay.
Okay.
How are you taking notes and holding a glass of tea?
That's what I'm trying to do.
Carefully.
Yeah.
Carefully.
She's writing with her mouth.
She
Okay.
would. She
I'm
would.
suddenly
would.
thinking
She
of that
absolutely
Vine or
would.
that TikTok of the guy trying to pick up a piece of bread with the cup he's holding coffee with.
Oh
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't
Yeah. I
absolutely
know what you're talking
do
about.
Okay, Joan, give me a nimbleness roll.
that. Not 20, 35.
Jesus God.
Oh
It's
At
my.
this point, Joan
Just
has
Joan.
telekinesis and is just levitating. Like,
Because Joan.
Yeah, you temporarily get like mage hand somehow, and are able to carry everything and write because reasons.
Joan will write and then sip and then write and then sip.
Yeah, for the purpose of the iced tea, you you are perfectly dexterous in everything that you're trying to do there. All right, everybody else. So you still haven't seen any sign of Joan, but you're on the road to the asylum. So I was saying, Minerva, you've been there a couple of times, mostly just like in the reception area and outside. It's not exactly a fun place to go. Not a whole lot of reason you'd be there, but you are familiar enough with it
Yeah.
that you know how to get there.
Yeah.
I imagine Vinny is griping on the way. It's like, Minerva, how much does it cost for a kettlebell? And a collar?
Cattle. I don't know, maybe $1
We need
for
one
a
of
good
those.
one.
We need one of those for Joan.
Get one
she
in
takes-
town then.
Takes it off,
Not
find a shock,
wrong.
make a shock collar of some sort.
Actually,
what?
could all of you get cowbells so I know where the hell you're all going?
I am not wearing a cowbell.
Fair. But something you all need. Vinny, I can follow your smell.
I took
Joan,
a fucking bath. What more
one.
do you want from me?
You took one.
Yes.
In how long, Vinny?
Shut the fuck up.
Exactly. That is not a measurement of time.
I ship it so hard.
See, I'm not the only
is there a
one.
way to make that
Right.
a raid call? Like, shut
Minerva
up
is not going on a
measurement of
double
time?
date until he takes baths.
Yeah, shut the
No.
fuck
Took a
up is not a
bath.
measurement of time.
To make what a raid call? What was it?
Shut the
Shut up
fuck
is
up
not-
is not, or shut up is
shut
not
up
a
is
measurement of time.
Yeah. We can do that.
Well,
Assuming no other raid call pops up between now and then. Okay, so do you do anything on the way there?
apparently we gripe at each other.
Yep.
Okay. Everybody give me a sight check.
Oh boy.
including
Oh hey,
Joan.
I'm good at these.
Am I a joke to you?
No. Amazing.
I rolled well!
Good job.
Oh, Vera, do remember you don't have 3 rerolls.
I know, but I'm trying to save them for like death and destruction.
That's smart.
Can I roll something else?
Yes, you can roll
Hearing.
smell.
Smell? Okay.
I feel bad. I've eclipsed you by 1.
Darn it.
Okay.
20.
What did Joan get?
Joan's rolling?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can roll sight too.
Okay.
Oh my
28.
god!
Oh my gosh. Okay. So King, you pick up a familiar smelling cologne scent that you've associated with Xander F, we'll call him.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
The fuck boy is near.
Oh my god!
Nostril flare!
And then Lisa killed the party.
And the GM.
God!
I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not. But I'm
Are
sorry.
you really? I don't
No,
believe
I'm
a
not.
word out of your mouth!
You shouldn't. You shouldn't.
Oh my god!
Ooh, wow. So that happened. Everybody else.
Good night, y'all. I can't top that. It's time for bed.
Oh my goodness. So
Welcome to our stream where we continue to laugh on camera for like an hour straight.
Oh my
just about.
god.
So yeah, that happened. Vinny and Joan and Minerva, you spot tracks, if you will, of someone that looks like they have a bit of a limp. The tracks look suspicious. They're relatively fresh, and they go behind a trail of a carriage wheel.
A limp. So, did we hurt Xander's leg? Remember?
I don't.
I thought he had one in
recall.
the first place.
Oh, I don't
Don't
recall.
recall. But Minerva, you don't know anybody that works at the asylum that has a noticeable limp.
Okay.
Joan would be following those tracks hard.
Yeah, I
it's a small
imagine
town.
Vinny does his whole tracking thing. He was a bounty hunter for crying out loud, so he does like
Yeah.
laying down and like
With no naturalist.
And Joan really
No.
is interested in tracks. Like,
Yeah. So Minerva, it's a small town, so you would know somebody if somebody walked like that. So
Okay.
it doesn't look like somebody that you might know. Because you rolled really well, you're able to tell a lot about how this person walks.
Dang.
Yeah, everybody's just like.
Are they
this-
are they limping on the right or the left foot? Is it very heavy? Do they need a cane? Does it look like they injured themselves above the knee or below the knee? Is it an ankle problem?
Wow.
It is the.
What's their blood type? No.
It's the right
Someone
leg.
knows a lot
What's your
about them.
sign? What's their sign?
Right
Sagittarius.
leg.
Oh, fuck them.
Right leg.
Not a
What is slight-
Gemini.
Right leg foot is slightly
Fight
to
me, I
the
believe
right.
you. I'm a Gemini.
angle.
but I
Right
agree.
leg. Okay.
Seems to be an ankle injury.
Okay.
There's no sign of a cane.
Okay.
I
Cool.
don't remember what your other questions were.
I don't either. It's fine.
Okay.
So,
anyways,
Vinny immediately starts bristling. Like,
I don't suppose the lot of you then. No, you know who this is. This isn't.
it is.
She kind of just point. Oh.
Smells like him.
Should
Did anyone tell you today that you're fucking weird?
should we head
No, I'm
back?
gonna take
Should
it.
should we avoid him?
No. If I see him, I kill him.
Vinny's
No
gonna
offense, but it
haul us
looks like
straight
you've
to
already
his
known
butt.
him for a while and you haven't yet succeeded on killing him.
I did.
Technically, we did.
Technically, and yet he's around again. Therefore, you didn't. Technically, only counts in horseshoes and
It also counts
Hand
when there's
grenades.
time travel involved. We did murder the dude.
Aggressively so.
Aggressively.
let's just-
It was violent.
we're gonna follow the tracks, and she just starts walking.
Okay.
we'll pan back over to Joan. You've also seen these tracks, and what do you do now that you notice, like, hey, this is suspicious?
Yeah, follows the tracks.
Okay. They lead all the way to the asylum and then sort of go around the side towards the back end of the asylum.
Yeah, Joan's gonna be following those.
Okay. Joan, give me a quick sight roll.
Nat 2038.
Oh my god!
Holy crap. So Joan.
This
you
is
notice-
Joan. This is Joan. Joan does this.
So did
Joan
Joan
gets a
just
good
steal
roll.
Vinny's luck, or
Apparently.
No, Joan always does this.
Yeah, so you see the asylum, you recognize most of it from the future. Obviously, the whole thing looks much newer and fancier and nice now. But yeah, you can remember the layout, everything. It's all coming
Yeah.
back to you.
Has notes.
And you notice that the wing on the back end of the asylum looks like it is unfinished and relatively abandoned.
Nice. Nice. Takes note of
And
that.
and you
It's
notice
free
the
real
tracks.
estate.
Oh my god.
Uh,
It's free real estate. You're welcome. So you notice the tracks go into that abandoned wing of the asylum, the unfinished. What do you do?
Go in.
Give me
Actually,
God, no.
You also notice that there are orderlies patrolling the grounds of
Yeah.
the asylum,
yeah. Joe would not go in yet.
including some looking out of the windows because you got a nat 20, so you notice those guys too.
Yeah. On second thought, Joan will just wait for the group there.
Okay. Wow, Joan's
'Cause
waiting
Joan's
for the
like-
group. Did hell freeze over?
Joan has in her notes that they're at least that smart.
Bold of
Okay.
you to assume that we would notice the
Minerva
track,
is,
too.
at least.
All right, so we'll go back to the group. You managed to track the tracks all the way up to the asylum. You've now caught up to Joan.
And Joan's like,
everybody-
it's
We
about
frick the
time.
fract and track the tracks.
Yep.
Joan turns
Accurate.
Joan turns around. It's about time you caught up.
I'm blind. Fight me.
You have two options: bell or collar, or I shoot you in the leg.
That's 3, not 2.
Bell
Bell
on
and collar cancels one.
Yeah, the collar and the bell are together.
I'm a hard no to all of that.
Too
I
bad.
think he might shoot you in the leg anyway.
You lost your vote the moment you left.
Ooh, democracy.
Well, you were arguing for way too long. I was sitting there for a whole 3 minutes.
Then you
Oh
could have said
my God.
something.
Oh my god, you are
So Vinny,
actually dysfunctional.
Yes.
So Vinny at that point kind of hushes down and tries to keep note of, I guess, what he sees around.
Okay. Roll sight then.
Oh, hey, 29
I'd
again.
I'd like to do that too, actually, if that's okay.
Absolutely.
Joan, you know what Joan rolled for sight.
I was
19's
not
respectable.
expecting that noise, and it
Joe-
spooked me.
Joan would
The
absolutely
thing
point
that you
out.
uttered from your mouth.
Yeah. Joan would absolutely point out all the orderlies and stuff and be like, Minerva, you're supposed to be here. We're not.
I wouldn't say
Wait.
supposed to.
I'm not supposed to be here, but
You
Minerva's just the least
belong here.
suspicious of all of you being here.
Yes.
But that's not saying much.
Exactly.
Minerva's kind of more preoccupied by the tracks that apparently lead to the man that she's in love with, but not really. Like, that's, like, just kind of more predominant in her head, and she's, like, looking out for something, like, to do with that.
He's old and his dick doesn't work anymore. Does that help?
And Joan's going to point to all of the guards and be like,
Was that a sex
Vinny,
thing?
maybe
Oh,
you could.
I would assume. I don't know.
Vinny, you
What?
seem to be itching to get into a fight. Maybe you could. And then I could, while you're fighting.
What are you even saying right now?
Do what now?
I don't
Just-
even know.
You could start a fight and I could go and see where
God, no!
future Xander went.
No.
You want him
anyone's
to
going to
take
sneak
on
around-
all the orderlies just so you can sneak around?
He'll be fine.
No, I don't think he will.
I can
That's
get
a
us.
lot of people.
I'll get them to leave us alone. That we should figure out where he went.
There
If
you
he's that
go.
bad. And I guess Minerva's leading the way.
Okay.
Well, they wouldn't recognize him as an older gentleman, though.
No, so I'm wondering why he came here. I've completely
It's
lost my
because-
accent. I'm too tired for this.
You're fine.
Listen. So actually, because she has no idea what's going on, Vinny actually grabs her arm before she starts leading them ahead. It's like, listen. His father found something dangerous. They've been experimenting on it. And he knows it's here, and he wants to destroy it. Which is a good thing. Or it would be, if he wasn't a complete and utter psychopath.
If he wants to destroy it, why not just let him?
Remember that thing I said about the means
Complete
justifying
another
the
psychopath.
ends? He wanted
ends
to
justifying
destroy
means?
it
Well,
with it. Yes, thank you. He wants to destroy it while probably murdering everybody around it.
Okay, then we need to go find him, so let's move. And she just pulls it free of Vinny and starts walking again.
Venny and Hang. What is your recall?
Recall?
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
that's a
What is this one?
passive skill.
Mine is 7.
Okay.
Let me find
My
it.
awareness is 27 if you are asking, though.
Where is recall listed?
it's the
Hashtag
third.
humble brag?
Skills.
Awareness, intuition, recall.
There it is. Mine is 13.
Okay, so Venny doesn't remember this. The ping has the sudden remembrance. Recall.
Mine is 18, by the way.
Yes, but Joan is concentrating on sneaking into the thing, so doesn't quite set off the light bulb over Joan's head. But Ping, yours is good enough that you all of a sudden remember, like, wait a minute, can't he body swap?
Yeah. Can't Xander, swap bodies with people?
He can what?
Yeah, he can literally
Huh?
basically jump into the skin of whomever he pleases.
How come no one told Joan this?
Yes.
Oh.
Literally no one has
We've
told
seen
Joan.
him take the forms of other people.
No, Joan has not. And I have
Actually,
no
yes,
idea.
yes.
Really?
Joan has seen it.
Because remember when we
No.
dropped Xander off a building?
Did what?
Using teleportation?
What?
Yeah, we yo-yoed him. We yo-yoed
Yeah, remember
him.
the yo-yo man? The man that yos?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
I
we
don't remember
totally
him body
broke his
swapping.
body. We absolutely
Like
broke his
twice.
body and he switched bodies.
Yeah,
Our
What?
next encounter with him.
like the
What?
first time was he like
Sorry,
there was
Vera.
a rewind of time.
I'm okay. You weren't descriptive. You just said you broke his. We're good. We're fine.
Yeah, we dropped him. We yeeted
From a
him.
height.
Yes.
Because Vinny has teleportation magic. Managed to catch him by surprise, teleported him off a building.
There
Fell
was
down.
organ damage only. Skeletal
Wait.
structure
Yes.
was fine.
I honestly do not remember this. I don't think I was there.
No,
Yes, you
were
were.
there.
That's
You
when
were
we
there.
shot Joan.
Yeah, it was the same
Oh my
episode
God.
that we killed Joan.
I remember that part.
By the way, are Vinny and Ping having this conversation out loud, or is this just the players talking?
This is the players trying
Okay.
to have Joan remember.
Though it would be funny.
It was
That
gonna.
would be.
A roll was gonna need to
Trigger.
happen if you
Trigger
actually were.
Minerva.
Yeah, no, it's just us trying to.
Okay.
Yeah, it was the same episode that Joan died. It didn't happen too long after it either. Were
Also,
Like, we-
remember Sari and how Sari exists?
yeah.
No.
Oh my gosh!
Sari's the one who rewound time and like brought him back up and put him back up on the roof.
Well, not just that. Is that Maria shares a body with the little girl because
Season 1 was
Maria's
a
body
doozy.
was absolutely, bled out,
Yeah.
and her consciousness was moved to the body of a little girl.
Yeah, we just stone cold yo-yoed him around a building for a while. And he lived because unfortunately he got like put back up and then he was okay.
No, he used magnets to stop him. His magnetism powers.
That's
Metal
what
magic,
it was.
yes.
I think Vera is completely lost.
Uh-huh.
It's okay.
Out of
all of us
context,
are.
all
Now
of
you
this
know-
sounds really
Now
crazy.
you know how I felt that when they were doing all that. I was like,
So yeah,
You
and-
were
and
Apparently.
then
there the whole adventure. Holy crap!
future Xander has two types of magic that he can use, which are gate magic, which think Portal from Steam.
Never played it.
Think
okay,
Doctor
so,
Strange.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Oh, okay.
Think that, and then he has metal magic like Magneto.
Oh, damn.
And then Vinny also has gate magic, and basically they were fighting each other with that gate magic, and the future Xander fell off a building, and there was lots of like resetting because of gates, and then they eventually made
'Cause I
him fall
outsmarted
and
him.
actually hit the ground. But at the
It
last
took some
minute,
doing. Like this guy was up and down quite a few times.
it was like a yo-yo. It was comical at that point. But he
Well-
used metal magic to levitate just enough not to die as he hit the ground, but then he had to go find another body.
Mm-hmm.
So
Um,
yes, Joan has seen him in a different body before.
Okay.
see, I may have been there, but I don't. I
Well, now you know. He does
The
that.
more you know.
I was just saying, and knowing is half the battle.
3/4 of it.
Ah, gosh.
Okay, so yeah,
So
Ping, you remember that Xander can switch bodies.
Y'all, we can switch bodies.
I know
But
that.
how
Like,
are we supposed to find him?
because he starts looking like Xander.
And honestly, he behaves like himself no matter what.
Yeah, behaves like an absolute ass.
You
yeah.
would know, Vinny.
I mean, he's
So Minerva, you said starts walking towards the front door.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Actually, Vinny kind of tugs her back. It's like, wait, where are you going? His
I'm
foot's pointing
going-
to that way.
To make sure that the orderlies don't bother us.
Like how?
And
What's
you're
your
sure you
plan
can do
here?
that.
I need to make sure that our presence here is explained so that none of us gets locked in.
that
Okay.
sounds like the best course of action, actually.
In that case, should some of us hide so she doesn't have an entire entourage with her?
Probably not, because then if I'm seen later with an entire entourage, they're gonna think that I broke someone out.
I mean, well, you are, but like.
So what?
okay.
Your guests wanting a tour?
How
You-
about we are here to find a nice place for Vinny to live?
How about we're here to find Olenia and we just go with the truth?
Except
here-
officially, Vinny, Olenia's
We're here
not
visiting a
here.
patient. We're here visiting a patient, and if they ask who, do I know of anyone who's locked up here?
Do education. Education roll. Which I believe you get a bonus on or a reroll.
Because you're learned.
Free reroll on education.
Yep, that's it.
Yay!
Nice.
I'm gonna use that. Yay!
Awesome. Yeah, you know a couple of people that have been locked up. There's some just homeless folks that were in town right when the asylum first opened up that they moved into the asylum.
All right, give me just a random name that she would know.
Edith Johnson.
Finch.
Edith Johnson. There we go. Okay, we're here.
Edith Finch.
She just, she just looked
Yeah,
at them.
you got
"We're-
it.
She just looked at them. We're here to see Edith Johnson. Come on. And goes.
Roll
Joan writes that
Oh.
down.
into the party. Okay, as you approach the front door, the orderlies, step in front of the door and go, state your business.
Here to visit Edith Johnson, actually.
Give me a charm roll.
Ah! have a free reroll on charm too. Ha ha!
Whoa!
Do I take that? I don't really know what counts as good, to be entirely honest.
What
It's
What?
an 8, so roll.
what virtue was that again? Was
No.
No, take the highest one.
Take the highest
we're
one.
sure.
Attracted, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So 19.
Okay. So yeah, they believe you. They have no
Okay.
reason not to believe you, and they go, what about your friends here?
They're with me,
All right, well,
making sure that I'm safe, and everything.
I'm her spiritual leader.
I forgot
Can
about
Vinny
that.
just step on
Which
her foot?
technically I am.
Yeah, that was a thing that happened.
Oh my god.
Like I said,
Uh,
Ping lies to get to where she needs to be.
A lot. Yes, you can step on Pink's foot.
So yeah, I silently just.
Ow.
Oh, sorry, that was yours.
You have eyes, I don't. You tell me.
So the orderlies look at you and go, okay, all right, you can take your bodyguards here. Yes, they're bodyguard. Why do you have a blind bodyguard?
No, she's the spiritual leader. The other ones are bodyguards.
You ableist fuck.
I don't believe
Just
this.
kidding.
And I
I'm
would appreciate you not disparaging upon my staff, actually.
Well, it's not your staff, but oh wait.
Yeah, it is.
I'd hate to have to mention this to Xander.
Very sorry, ma'am. Jenkins, go show them to Edith's room. So the
Thank
other
you.
orderly named Jenkins.
Damn it,
escorts you
Jenkins,
to-
you were stupid as hell.
Oh, that's right. You might actually remember the name Jenkins.
Hell yeah, I remember Jenkins.
Yeah, that's a really old throwback. So I did.
I'm
Lost.
clueless.
So I haven't done it in a while, but when I did my older campaigns, I would always throw in a Jenkins, who was usually an idiot.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
That's amazing.
It was
Yeah,
always
he'd make an
Leroy.
appearance in every
Wasn't it always a
campaign.
reference to Leroy?
Yeah, Leroy Jenkins.
Yep.
Yeah. Leroy Jenkins.
Yeah,
Let's have
so it's a
chicken.
very, very old throwback. Anyways, so Jenkins, who oddly enough seems a little dumb,
Imagine
leads
that.
you to Edith's room. It's on the western wing of the asylum. The area looks really nice. There's black and white tiles on the floor. They're very shiny. There's electric lights down the halls. Everything's very fancy and clean. And you come across
And
a room
Vinny
that-
is on edge.
and yeah, and the door is closed and locked. So he unlocks the door and opens it and lets you in. And says, "Okay, just knock on the door when you're done with your visit, and I'll let you all back out." And assuming you all walk in, he'll shut the door behind you and just stand in front of the door.
So Vinny looks at them and goes, whispers, kinda under his breath, "This isn't Edith Finch. Or Edith Johnson. This isn't Edith
I
Johnson."
appreciate you liking my reference, though.
It's not.
It's not.
There is a woman in the room. And Minerva, she does look like the Edith Johnson that you remember.
I'm pretty sure that's Edith.
Yeah, so what do we do now? How do we get...
We tell the idiot on the other side of the door, this isn't Edith Johnson. And go looking for her. Edith
I
Johnson.
think they would know
They would know.
which patient is which.
But
Why
you're
don't-
welcome to try that.
Or one of you could knock out the guard.
Hey, big rat guy,
I
want to knock out
Vinny-
the guard?
Wait,
You're the
Vinny,
one with fucking ketamine.
Quick question.
Fair.
Joan, did you go with the group, or what are you doing?
Oh no.
I just realized we didn't specify if you were going with everybody or still trying to sneak in.
Joan was trying to sneak in.
Oh no!
Okay,
No shit.
then we'll come back to Joan in
Why?
just a second.
One of you
Okay.
can knock out the guard, and then if we get caught, we rough ourselves up a little bit so that we can just say that there was an altercation with a patient.
Just so
Okay.
you know, Edith is an old, frail lady.
Oh
So
no.
probably physically incapable of roughing you up. So it would be a bit of a stretch to convince somebody of that, but you could conceivably do it.
Ping, ping, ping.
What?
Ketamine.
You want me to give the guard ketamine?
Yes.
Okay, well, he's like twice my size, so would you mind
I'll give
holding
him-
the
give it to
guard
me.
in place?
Give it to me.
Do you know how to deliver ketamine via syringe properly
Not a
into a live
clue.
patient's leg?
Well, if he dies, he dies.
I think if someone dies via ketamine, people might notice.
I don't think they'll even know what ketamine is. They'll just think he had a heart attack.
Do you know
They
what
are-
ketamine is? No.
Ketamine is horse tranquilizer.
Oh, that's
Special
handy.
K, y'all.
I'll give the guard it.
Okay, let me measure it out.
Oh my
Aim for
God.
the jugular. Do you know what the jugular is, Vinny?
Yes, I fucking know what that jugular is.
Okay, aim for
Remember,
it.
trained killer.
With syringes? I don't know.
I've done
And I'm not
laser.
asking you to kill him. I'm telling you to knock him out. I'd put
Oh my
air in
God.
it if I wanted you to kill him.
Oh my god.
But
You can do
seriously,
that.
Yes. No, God. Okay. Yes, it mimics a brain aneurysm.
Shit.
Yeah, it's awful.
Okay, dude, just do it.
Okay, I'll measure out the ketamine. Do I need to roll for that?
Yes, it'd be a medicine check.
We're gonna die.
Oh no, I've given it to plenty
Yeah,
of children. It's fine.
I'm pretty sure Vera knows what horse tranquilizer is.
Oh no, I totally know what horse tranquilizer is. That is
Yes.
oh, so
Yes.
helpful.
Yeah.
I've given it to kids. It's fine. It's fine.
A kid that was very much immune to drugs.
Wait, was that in character? Out of character?
Yes.
Yes,
it's
in
character.
character.
I wasn't gonna say anything and just leave her guessing. Like leave them guessing. Like whatever.
Oh
It's
my
fine.
god.
I rolled a 13.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh
So
no.
Lisa, evens
Yes,
are, evens
you
are
have a
odds.
reroll.
Oh no. Oh no.
You have a
What?
reroll. Please don't kill the guard.
Should I take the reroll?
Probably.
Entirely up to you.
Sure, I'll take the reroll.
Okay. I was gonna say you didn't roll a 1, so I mean it's not gonna be that bad.
Yeah, true. I mean, it's a 13. It's not like I rolled a 3. I'll reroll. Why not?
Okay.
A 12. Are y'all happy?
Okay then. Evens or odds, Lisa?
Evens.
Oh my god.
Okay.
And this is how we accidentally murder a guard.
Awesome. So
That's
you
how
do
we
a
die.
little too much of it, but you don't notice
Oops.
that you did a little too much.
Oops.
And you hand the syringe to Vinny.
So, Vinny. All right. So, can you describe the door that like bars over it?
So it is a metal door with reinforced glass in a tiny little square, just enough to be able to see in.
Okay. So, Vinny, I guess they turn and knock on the door. Or he turns and knocks on the door.
Okay.
Um.
Meanwhile, by the way, as you're knocking on the door, Edith is going, "Are you all here to see me? What are you talking about? Tranquilizers. I already had my pills today."
Oh, honey, you are just wonderful. You know, I heard you were the best cross stitcher in town.
Oh, I used to be. They don't let me hold needles anymore.
I believe it.
Not since the incident.
I feel you.
In my defense, he looked very pretty afterwards.
I bet. I would love to see what happened.
If you bring me some needles and some thread, I can show you.
I'm gonna ignore that that thinly veiled threat. And
Vinny actually goes, I have needles. I have a needle and thread.
That's what you do.
please ignore my delusional friend. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
You have a needle and thread?
No, he does not.
But I want to see what.
No, you don't, Vinny. Do you know what cross stitching is, Vinny?
No.
Minerva just whispers in Vinny's ear, I'm pretty sure she either sewed someone's eyes or mouth closed.
Sick.
Yeah. In both connotations of the term.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, you knock on the door, and the Jenkins opens it and goes, "Are you all ready to leave? That was fast."
She's
and
she's
can
looking
I-
for things.
And can I just roll like a nimbleness or blend in, just so you can just quickly?
Is there any way I could assist by like distracting the guard, having him focus on me?
Sure.
King is
How would
not
you like
even
to
going to be a
distract the
part
guard?
of this.
I'm gonna flirt.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Roll charm.
Hell yeah.
We're gonna make use of that charm.
Yes.
You go, girl.
Yes.
So do I just roll
Get
it?
it.
Yeah, just roll charm and then just describe how you're trying to flirt.
In detail.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
Here's the problem. I have adopted a very pretty, charismatic character. I'm not.
I think you're pretty.
So do I.
Ditto.
I know that feeling. Absolutely.
Anyway, I don't know. She's like twirling her hair and she's just smiling at him and trying to make sure he's looking at her.
Okay.
she's like, Thank you so much for all your help after all getting us down here. I know it was so short a time, but she's really fixated on a needle and thread, and I feel like perhaps we shouldn't be encouraging that.
Tell him he's brave
Perfect.
and strong.
What?
But
I
you're
don't know,
doing
men like that. I don't know.
you're doing such a good job, really. Like I can't imagine how hard it must be to do a job such as this.
Just tug it down a little further.
Jaw dropped, completely dumbfounded, just staring at
Bended
Minerva.
snap. Do the bended snap.
Uh-huh. No,
No.
What?
she's wearing a corset.
That was plenty. Yeah, so it is super
Freaking
effective.
killjoys.
I am
Vinny,
interested. What is that?
Have you never seen Legally Blonde? The movie?
No.
Watch
It's,
it. You'll find out what the bend and snap is.
Just YouTube it. There is no way to explain it. You have to see
yeah,
Yeah.
you have to look up the bend and snap.
yeah.
It is a flirtation, quote unquote, heavy quotation, flirtation technique.
Bend and snap.
You gotta do that bend and snap.
Yeah. So Vinny, what are you doing?
He's going to, I guess, blend in and do this as swiftly and as quietly as possible.
Okay.
He's good at
go
this.
Go ahead and roll blend in.
If I roll a 1, I swear to God. Okay, wasn't a 1. We're good.
You
What did
just
get?
stick it in its windpipe. No.
Die, windbag. Oh.
No.
I don't think I would do
Which one?
anything.
Which one is this? Is this Blended or Nimbleness?
Blend in.
Okay, beautiful. Oh, very beautiful indeed. 29.
Oh, thank God.
Okay.
Oh, thank God.
You are stealthy.
I have 15 points in Blended.
Stealthy as hell. What do you do next? You're gonna stab him in the neck with the ketamine?
Yes.
No,
With
you're gonna
nimbleness?
switch that action. You're gonna do something else with Jenkins.
You
Wait, you're gonna what?
monster.
Repeat that?
I used my switch, so Vinny has to do something else with Jenkins now.
Oh no.
Knocks him over the head. He knocks him over the head.
Okay. Roll a melee attack.
Should I do might?
With a loaded needle? What?
No, he's just gonna like forego the needle and just poof.
Punch him.
Don't waste my needles.
He's not wasting it.
We were
He's
holding
just
it.
smacking the guy. So is it attack or am I just rolling might to knock him out?
It's an attack. So it's
Okay.
gonna be physical plus training in melee, and then your roll.
Does he
Okay.
have advantage or anything? Because I am distraction.
Well, I mean, yeah, he's not gonna get a defense bonus because you're hidden and he's
Yay.
distracted.
28.
Oh my
I'm
God.
not even gonna bother rolling. Yeah, you hit him. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Vinny's good at one thing and one thing only.
Accurate.
So go ahead and roll damage.
Yeah, roll damage.
Okay. Okay. Are you ready for this? I don't think y'all are ready for this. 12 points.
12. Dang. Okay.
Just with bare
So-
fists.
So you punch
Did
him
he
in the
just straight
head.
up kill him?
No. He's not
Oh,
dead.
thank God. Oh, thank God.
You punch him hard in the head, and yeah, he just kind of crumples, falls on the floor, holding his head, going, "Ow! Why would you do that?"
I'm
I
shocked he's conscious. I am shocked he's conscious.
push it into the room with the lady and close the door.
Please tell me you didn't leave behind any needles or thread.
No. Should I have?
So,
No!
so you punch him, shove him in the room, and then close the door. Did I hear that right?
Oh no.
Okay, did
Okay,
we
so-
go
Panics.
first?
Minerva and Ping, you're in the room with Edith and Jenkins. Vinny's on the other
God.
side of the door.
Ping is just gonna say what just happened.
We just got locked in with the
Wait, no.
guard and the patient.
Wait, no, wait. Hold on. Were
You've
they
just
on the
been
other side of
done
the door?
bamboozled.
What?
Vinny.
Were they on the other side of the door?
No.
Yeah.
We hadn't gotten to
We
leave yet
were
'cause we
in
were
the
trying to keep them
room.
focused.
Okay.
We were in the room.
Oh my god. On that note, we're gonna go back to Joan.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah, cause this isn't high tension enough.
So we'll pause there. Joan, what are you doing?
I'm laughing so
So
hard.
Joan
I'm gonna
is
pee my
going
pants. Hold on, I'll be right back.
to
Okay.
when they go off to the front door, Joan would wait for a little bit, and then if she sees an opening, just sneak in at like a shift change or something. Whenever she
Okay.
sees an opening.
So there isn't really an opening, but there's plenty of cover, so you can try to like duck and weave between bushes and trees and things like that as you notice people turn their head. So just do a blend in roll. See how well you do.
I have
Yes, you have no rerolls. 17. All right, 1 second.
This is a bad idea. Joan, why are you like this?
Okay. Gwen, evens or odds?
Jo- Evens. Because,
Okay, so I said evens. I rolled a 1, so it was not the guard up in the window. It was the guard on the ground that spotted you ducking behind a tree.
awesome.
So you hear him
Awesome.
call out, "Hey, you there! What are you doing sneaking around in those trees?"
Awesome. Awesome.
He's now approaching you.
Uh,
I'm back.
Will I roll to knock him out?
What do you have that could knock him out? I guess is the question there.
That's a good question because I did not take over my inventory, so I have combat gloves, I think. But yeah, I would have to go on the other on the other game to see Joan's inventory.
Okay. To the best of my knowledge, Joan didn't have anything special other than just like whatever weapons you had.
Nope, just combat gloves.
Okay. Then yeah, you can try to beat him up.
Yeah, would I roll for
Or-
that?
So you can leave the cover of the tree, run up and just attack him. So with a melee attack. Other options that are available to you, you could try to flee into the woods, try to hide again.
Because that worked so
or
well
try to-
last time, right?
Or try to talk your way out of it. Just throwing other options out there.
No.
I mean,
Okay.
you're an academic. You can talk your way out of it.
This is Joan we're talking about.
Yeah. Joan's still
Fair.
an academic.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll your melee attack. So it'll be physical plus training and melee. And then you hit it'll be damage.
Okay. Oh wow. Nope. That's a 12.
So you run up and take a swing at the guy, and he ducks
Yeah.
his head out of the way.
This is
And
the day
goes-
Joan dies.
Again. So yeah, he ducks out of the way of your punch, puts his fists up, goes, "We got a live one here, boys!"
Oops.
And he's gonna try to bop you in the nose.
Yeah, Joan's gonna run.
Boop your snoot.
That's a
Just
nat
go run.
20. That's a nat 20.
Mm-hmm. Because yes, my luck is so great today.
So that's
Yeah.
gonna be 10 damage.
Yeah, Joan's gonna run, but
Okay,
also,
go ahead.
yeah. No, just run.
Okay. Give me a nimbleness
Uh,
check to see how well you are able to run away.
Because nimbleness
I feel
is
like we should.
33.
I just realized I forgot to change the picture here.
33.
Okay, yeah, that's 33 is really good.
Is this is this how it feels like watching a car crash?
Yeah,
but
like
Accurate.
Jeez. Good job.
Usually because blend in is 14, this would work out great, but tonight did not.
there we go.
We're also higher level.
Yep. So 33. Let's see.
I would hope no one would be able to catch Joe.
Okay. So the two that are alerted now on the ground are chasing after you as well, but they're a ways back and they're not quite as fast. So they're not catching up to you anytime soon. The guy that bopped you in the nose, his whole job is to catch people trying to escape from the asylum. So he's fit. He's done like whatever the 1920s version of CrossFit is.
Yeah, but
Just
No,
a few
it's-
hundred jumping jacks. That's all.
Yeah, he runs
John's
marathons
faster.
he does
Does he never shut up about it? Because that would be the equivalent of CrossFit.
yeah.
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
He's constantly talking to all the other orderlies. Like, man, I did like 50 crunches last night, then I did some pull-ups. Gotta try this workout.
Oh, he's my brother. Damn.
Sorry. Yeah, he's a total jockhead. And he's keeping up with you. He's actually gaining on you a little bit. But not quite close enough to, wow, words are hard. Not quite close enough to grab at you yet. What do you do?
Yeah, Joe's gonna keep running.
Okay, roll nimbleness again.
Smart woman.
That's a 26.
All right. So you pull away from the guy that's chasing after you. You manage to squeeze through a couple of trees that are, grown closely together, and he's too muscly and bulky that he can't fit through there, so he has to run around. So that buys you a couple extra seconds. One of the guys behind is starting to catch up, so he's kind of right up there with the guy that punched you. But you're gaining some ground here. You can keep running. You can try to hide. There are trees here that you can try to quickly climb up, because there are points where you're having breaks in the line of sight.
Yeah, Joe's gonna hide. Joe's gonna hide because that was Joe's plan. I'm going to regret this, but I'm going to. 27.
Nice. Okay. Nope. And nope. So as you duck and hide, we'll do like a Fellowship of the Ring style where Frodo hides from the ring wraith. So you just like duck behind this really large, overgrown root,
I love that book.
Nice.
and you're able to just kind of tuck into it and hide, and you just hear footsteps and heavy breathing run past you. So you are safe for the moment.
Safe at last from Shia LaBeouf.
Wait, he isn't dead.
Yeah,
Surprise,
as they go by, Jonah's gonna double back.
Okay.
Oh,
So
jeez.
you're able to double back decently well, and the abandoned wing, or the unfinished wing of the asylum is relatively unguarded. You do still notice there's a couple of guards in the windows that are actively looking around frantically. So it's going to be hard to sneak in there, but you're safe in the tree line for the moment.
Now you say it's gonna be hard to sneak in there.
It's not impossible, but it will be difficult. They are on active alert. Excuse me.
Is Joan that arrogant? Is Joan that? Let's see.
Do you even have to ask yourself that?
Yes, absolutely. I rolled discipline, so no. Joan does not sneak in.
Okay. We'll have you waiting there at the tree line, then we'll go back to the rest of our party.
Our disaster of a party.
So,
Mhm.
Vinny, you've slammed the door, and you turn around, look through the window, and you see basically Minerva and Ping just standing there like, Nani the fuck, dude?
So can Vinny open the door?
Yeah, you can.
I mean, it's not locked. So
No.
he opens it. And he's like, sorry, I panicked.
The
Did
guard
you
is still
legit just
awake,
lock
right?
me in the room
Yeah.
with crazy crustish lady?
You weren't
speaking-
locked in.
Minerva just kind of jabs him and points at the guard, like, this is a problem. She's not saying
yeah.
anything, but like, this is a problem.
Jenkins
Oh,
And
yeah.
then she
is still
points
going,
at the syringe.
Ow,
So then,
my
so
head hurts.
now he gets some in the back of the head, the back of the neck.
Oh my god.
The syringe.
As you go to inject for Jenkins here, Minerva and Vinny, give
Oh,
me
no.
a quick sight check.
Oh no! It's the old lady.
Ping, you can do a hearing check, but it will be really hard to hear.
29.
25.
Nice. Twelve.
Die.
Okay. So Ping,
Okay.
you don't hear anything, but Vinny and Minerva, you kind of have this moment where everything starts to go kind of slow motion for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you both look at Edith, and then at each other, having that moment of realization of oh crap, at
We've
the
got a
exact same
needle.
time. Edith has managed to grab a syringe from Jenkins.
Wait, Jenkins had a syringe?
Why did he have one?
To tranquilize inmates if they get unruly.
Yeah, yeah. It's an asylum. They had the.
He's not a doctor, he's a guard!
They typically have
no, they
other
do.
people they call for that.
This
Not
is
in the 1920s. No. This is accurate.
Well,
it's-
nope. Minerva's gonna grab Jenkins and go.
What are you?
She's not gonna let Edith sew his eyes shut.
Well, I mean, Ping is just kind of there now.
Yeah, you have no idea what's going on. But yeah,
So
Vinny and Minerva,
Vinny grabs Ping.
Oh, thank you.
Minerva, give me a might roll, Vinny as well.
Oh god. Might. I'm gonna. Is that a good one or should I re-roll that?
14 is low.
Okay.
That will not succeed.
Okay. I'm gonna re-roll again.
Oh my god.
35. 35.
Yes, we're gonna take that 23.
Okay, so that was 2 rerolls.
That was all my re-rolls, I think. No, I have one
No.
other one.
You got one
I have
left.
one.
And 5 temp HP.
Audience,
Yes.
help us.
Audience, save me!
Okay, so yeah, it takes you have to tug a couple times, but eventually you get like this running start. You grab him and run, and you just kind of skids across that shiny, smooth tile floor,
Nice.
and he kind of smacks into the opposite wall on the other side of the hallway. He's like, "Ow!"
Does that,
Shut it, Jenkins.
does that knock him out at all?
No,
Nope.
he doesn't take damage. He's just too preoccupied with the fact that he's seeing like, little singing birds flying around his head right now.
Oh my god.
Vinny, you you can do any kind of lift that you would like. You can bench press.
Bag of
Ping.
potatoes. Bag of potatoes. Bag of potatoes. Bag of
Okay.
potatoes.
Wow, that was oddly fast to answer that one. Almost as if you put some thought into this.
Imagine that.
How else would Vinny carry anyone?
It could be, like the, what is it called? The
Bridal
bride
style? No, God, no.
Or it could be like the deadlift.
I would pay
or...
money.
How much?
Not enough.
Okay, so yeah, sack
Buy me a
potatoes.
reroll and then we'll talk. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my god.
God. So yeah, you
I
sack
reroll
potatoes,
on the
grab
condition
Ping,
you have to carry Ping.
and you all get out of the room. You've left Edith with a syringe, but you get the
No.
door closed. Do you lock the door?
Yes!
Yes.
Okay, so Minerva, you can grab the keys off of Jenkins' belt and lock the door. And about that time, you hear.
Who let the dog out? Oh, wait.
And you hear a
That's an
very
alarm.
tinny sounding intercom going. Thank you for the donation, Gwen.
God.
Wait, there's no
$5.
stipulations here, are we? Is there?
I want a
Wait,
plus
what?
10 for me.
Okay. Good call. Good call. And yeah, you hear over the
Because
intercom.
I'm planning something.
You hear over the intercom. A patient has
Of
escaped.
course
A
you
patient has escaped.
What?
What? No, wait. We
Uh,
just. Oh.
So, player knowledge, not character knowledge. Joan just set off a bunch of alarms.
Oh my god!
Nice.
Wait, where the fuck is it, Joan?
Character knowledge, you don't know why the alarms are going off, but player wise, yeah.
Vinny would instantly probably think Joan.
Yeah, that's exactly it. It's like,
Probably.
wait, where the fuck is Joan?
That's probably true, actually. So yeah, what do you do?
Well, Vinny, I guess,
Joan did mention distraction.
I guess he looks at everyone else is like, what do we do with?
Minerva, like, she was trying to make this work out clean, but, like, there's no way now, because when the guard wakes up, he's gonna implicate them all, and she's just, you can see that she's just screwed.
So, I guess Vinny looks at her face, looks at Jenkins, picks Jenkins up by their shoulders. It's like, well, you passed the test, my good man.
Oh god.
Oh my god, roll charm.
I don't understand what's going on. here,
Neither
so.
do I!
I think Vinny is going for like that moment in Star Wars where Han's like, we're all fine here now. Here, how are you?
Yup.
Guess who just got a nat 20?
Oh my god! Oh my god.
Oh my god!
I love
The
this.
character with the worst
What's my life?
ever charm.
What?
What does that make your total?
Okay. That makes my total charm 17.
So with a nat 20, basically call that a 27.
Oh my god.
And yeah, that Jenkins is dumb. And slightly concussed, so he's like, what? What? Congratulations. What did I pass? Did I win?
Yes, you have been promoted. We are the association of
We're the
The
Illuminati.
Association of I don't even know what that is. That's amazing.
yes, we're the Illuminati.
Yes,
What's the
Minerva
Illuminati?
looks.
that's just
That
this we can't tell you.
The first rule of Illuminati, don't talk about Illuminati.
We
We
are
can
here
tell you.
investigating for the best man, the best man that worked here, and you've
Only
passed
the
the
best
test.
of the best. Only the best
Only
of
the
the best.
best to keep our secret.
But why did you hit me?
That
That's
was
part of the test.
Oh,
You
I guess that
passed.
makes sense.
Oh my
'Cause
god!
Because I didn't pass out.
Yes,
Yes.
Oh, okay.
you
I mean,
clearly
it's hard.
you
They hit real
clearly
hard.
have the grit that we are seeking in
Yeah.
the Illuminati.
Okay. Is that like the upper management?
It's like
Yes.
the Freemasons.
But
Except
they don't
for-
work here.
Exactly.
What?
Exactly.
We're above them.
We're on the ground floor.
Oh
Exactly. So you
God.
can only go up, Jenkins.
Okay. Do I get a raise?
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
Oh, now I can finally propose to Jane.
Yeah, sure.
I've been trying to get a raise so I can make enough money to finally ask her to marry me. This is great.
But here,
My head really hurts.
I'm so
Minerva,
sorry about
Minerva.
that.
Down payment.
Go. She gives him $5.
Wow, $5. This is like a week's pay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do I
Don't
need to
tell
do now?
anyone about this. We will come for you.
You
when
are
it's
to go
time.
tell the front desk that you have the rest of the day off as decreed by me, seeing as I am Xander's fiance and you did just get your bell rather rung.
But don't mention the Illuminati.
Right.
No.
Nothing
We're a
about,
secret.
Nothing about illuminated nutty.
Right.
Exactly.
You
And
got
you
it.
don't mention that we are still here because the test must still be conducted.
We're looking for other recruits.
Right.
This is extensive.
I'm gonna go get something from my head and then go.
All right.
Good plan.
Take
If anyone
care of
asks you
yourself,
about
good
us,
man.
you showed us out.
I have painkillers for that head if you need them.
Oh, really? That'd be great.
Yeah, I got
Walking
some.
pharmacy, this one.
Oh, well, I'm a doctor. I
Which
got some
one of you do I
aspirin.
talk to? And he's looking at Ping, but he's looking like to the left and the right of Ping as well.
The
Oh,
blind
God.
one down here.
Which one? There's 3 of you.
The middle one.
Middle one,
Oh,
honey.
okay. And he holds out his hand.
I'll drop a few aspirin for him.
One at a
Okay.
time.
One at a time, drink plenty of water, get something in your stomach first, okay?
Okay, thank you. And
You're
he
welcome.
staggers off, walking like he's drunk.
Bless.
Okay, let's go
Should-
find that
should
mystery
we-
future man.
Should we tell anyone that the one lady has a needle?
No, it's too late
No.
now.
That adds more questions.
Okay.
I'm just gonna
I
peek
feel-
in. What is Edith doing?
Okay, this is player. I feel so bad for Jenkins.
Right?
He got
Me too.
$5. He's fine.
He's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
He's gonna go get married and be happy.
Fine.
Okay.
He can finally afford to go propose to Jane.
Even though Jane's apparently a shallow bitch and won't marry him without a ring. God.
Well, it's more.
Or
he has
maybe
to
he's
make-
never asked her until now.
Well, maybe
It's-
he feels he can't.
Okay. So actual background information on this for the players and the viewers. So Jenkins hasn't proposed to Jane yet because he needs to be able to make a certain amount to support them, and he knows he'll never get her family's blessing if he doesn't make a certain amount per year.
Well, he's in the Illuminati now.
Because-
He's set,
Yep.
Yeah,
I guess.
and he's gonna get fired.
I guess.
Minerva
probably.
makes a mental note to tell Xander that Jenkins needs a raise.
There you go. There you go.
Okay.
And not
okay.
to fire him.
They're gonna be fine. They're gonna have 1 million kids, and they're all gonna be stupid as hell. Like
One of them
Jenkins.
is Billy's great grandfather.
Oh
what?
Jesus!
Oh my god, this is why there's been other Jenkins.
This was the
We
original
allowed for him.
Jenkins.
We allowed for him to procreate.
Leroy Jenkins happened because of this moment. We are responsible for a meme
Yep.
to
What did
end
I
all
say
memes.
what did I say about altering the timeline?
I didn't think it would be a wow meme.
Just shows you never know what'll happen. Anyways,
Was that WoW vanilla or was it Burning Crusade?
It was wow.
No, I mean, was it vanilla or was it Burning Crusade?
I don't
I don't
know.
know.
Pretty sure
I don't
it was
know.
I
Right.
can't remember. There's
It's
a
so dang
very
old, bro.
confused spider on my wall. Are you a male?
Excuse me?
There are
Very
no females here to get laid. No, I think that's a female. She's fine.
Given that we can't see what you're seeing, this was really funny.
It's a spider on my wall.
No kidding.
I know.
I mean, I love spiders.
Anyways, what do you do now?
I don't know anymore.
We're gonna go find evil Xander.
So we know that
Okay.
it's in like the left wing, the unfinished wing.
It is the we'll say north wing. You're in the west wing right now.
Okay. Luckily the rest of the guards will be distracted.
Yeah,
I
about
guess.
that. Ping, roll hearing.
Oh god.
Wait, who?
Ping.
Okay.
15.
You hear footsteps hurriedly approaching you, coming down the hall.
Hey
Down
y'all,
the hall?
footsteps are hurriedly approaching us from down the hall.
Like which down the hall? Like towards where the guards all were, or towards deeper in?
Towards where
Do
you're
I
trying
look like
to
a
go.
compass? No.
Where we're trying to go.
Alright, cool. We'll
They
go
are
around the
coming
back.
directly towards us.
Act not natural, head to the front desk.
Okay.
So we go that way.
All right. And
Because, I mean, we got permission to be here.
and with that, we will head back to Joan. We will get to Alydia eventually, I promise.
Will we?
Yeah.
Are you
will they?
sure?
It
How
might not
long
be
do we run again?
I have very low
Uh,
confidence in this party right now.
2 to 3 hours. We might not get to Alydia tonight, but we will get back to Alydia eventually, I do promise.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So, Joan sneaks in to the wing.
You gonna use your plus 10?
Yes, absolutely.
Go ahead and roll, because you never know, you might get a nat 20.
21 plus 10 is 31. Good thing I used that plus 10. Because the dice hate me tonight. Whenever I try to sneak in anywhere,
No kidding.
You make it into the unfinished wing. There are heavy canvas sheets that are over where walls should be and where some windows should be. One of the little corners is loose though, and you're able to slip inside.
yes.
Go ahead and roll sight.
Ooh, ouch. Not 1, 19.
So as you step through and you're looking around,
I have no rerolls.
you trip over something. Don't take any damage, but you are kind of you're able to kind of catch yourself, but you're like on your hands and knees at the moment. And whatever you tripped on makes a very loud, echoing, resounding metal sound.
Oh boy.
And you hear shuffling of feet a short distance ahead of you.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and hide. Again.
All right, roll blend in.
Oh, thank God.
Okay. And okay. All right, you are very well hidden. You listen out to see if you can hear whatever that person was doing, and you don't hear anything for a little while. And then eventually you hear some shuffling as we not like shuffling of feet, but like somebody sitting up out of bed. And that's where we will actually now pan over to Elenia, who is sitting up off of a table.
Are you serious? Are you serious right now?
I'm serious. I told you we'd get to Alenia eventually. I just wasn't quite sure what was going to happen when you tried to sneak in.
Alrighty then.
So, Alenia, you don't quite remember how you got on this table. But that sound woke you up.
Do you want me to roll? What do you want me to roll?
So just, what do? As Alenia, you are on a table. You don't know how you got here. You sit up, and you just heard a metal noise.
Yeah, gut feeling.
Okay.
28.
Your gut's telling you, I'm in danger.
In that exact voice.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Alenia's gonna get off the table and like nervously look around.
Okay.
Who's there?
Joan, you hear Alenia go, who's there?
Oh, Alenia. Good. I thought it was someone else. Joe? What? No. Wait. What are you doing here? Oh, we came to get you, and also Xander's here. He's Xander.
Oh, and by the way,
Dubs.
Okay. Where am I again? Oh, you're in the asylum. I don't remember how I got here. Oh, you might be a little bit drugged. They do that in this time. That's rude. Yeah, let's just get going. And Joan's going to basically look around, and if she finds something or if she sees something, just basically pull Alenia in that direction.
Okay.
how about y'all? But I've got Dancing with Myself going on in my head.
Yeah.
Actually,
Must
have Alenia and Joan both roll hearing real quick.
Oh, this is going to go great. So that's Alenia and Joan. Wow. Alrighty then.
Joan doesn't hear
Alenia got
anything.
nat 20.
With a nat 20, Alenia, you hear the sound of someone walking with a limp moving behind Joan. And you glance over to see a somewhat tall man with an injured leg. Looks like they've done something to their ankle. There's some blood on their ripped trouser leg. They have black hair with a long streak of white going through it. One
Alenia's
brown
not
eye
even
and
going
one blue
to.
eye.
Boo.
Alenia's not even gonna think and go, Xander, get him! And
Get
Joan is
Get him!
yeah.
I can get
As you say that, Xander, standing there, goes, "Oh, how good of you to bring Joan here."
Not the one that's gonna turn.
Joan's like, no one brought me here. I came here.
Well, it doesn't really matter. You said you wanted to help me before.
Correct.
How would you like to have a little experiment where we try something that'll make you smarter and have more knowledge?
Nope, nope, nope.
I don't think
Nope.
that's possible.
God, don't challenge her.
You'll be able to learn things faster, and you'll know some things that you don't know already.
I'm intrigued. And Alenia's
It'll
like,
be fun.
no. Joan, please, please don't. Joan's like, continue.
Well, you know what I did with Sari, right?
Oh shit.
Fuck.
Not exactly. Could you clue me in?
God.
I'd be happy to give you all of the sort of details if you'll just help me with Lydia here.
Joan's like, okay. Eleni is like, what?
Well,
And
Bye,
on that note-
Olivia.
And
Bye.
on that note, we will pan back over to the rest of our group. You do see orderlies run up, and they look directly at Minerva and go, there's an escaped patient here. You might want to be careful. We're going to need you to clear the
that's
hall.
what my guards are for. But unfortunately, I do need to find one other patient before I can leave. I promised Xander.
Oh, all right, well, just be careful. We don't know where they are. Which direction are you going?
It's a new patient. I believe she was brought in today. Do you know where she would be? Her name is Elenia.
That doesn't ring a bell, but if it was a new patient, they're probably over by the north wing. You know, the finished part, obviously, not the part we're still working on.
Of course.
That's usually where they put the new ones before we find a permanent room for them. So the escaped patient, though, was this way, so you should be fine. Just go that direction, but be really careful, and
Of course. Thank you so much.
very welcome,
I
ma'am.
cannot hold this accent to save my life.
It's okay.
You're fine.
You're fine.
I couldn't hold Minerva's accent when I was doing all of her stuff before, too, so it's fine.
Oh,
I
good.
didn't
All
know
right.
she was
Anyway.
even supposed to have an accent until you started playing her, so.
And to be fair, I'm doing the shittiest like accent for Vinny, so we're all good.
I
So-
honestly thought, until like you corrected, that I honestly thought Vinny was supposed to be Eastern European.
Oh my god.
And they're like, no, he's Hispanic. I was like, oh.
Yep, exactly. Yep.
And
Hi,
so
Dios mío.
you're all able to, Minerva, Vinny, and Ping, you're able to make your way towards the North Wing. And that is where we will end the session today.
Ah!
Yeah. I wasn't kidding when I said Joan is a cold bitch.
You really weren't. You're literally having your character
No kidding.
sacrifice your own character. Holy shit.
Yeah.
No kidding. Well, that happened.
Yep.
Not y'all.
Yep.
Sweet fucking dreams.
So, thank you all for playing. It is fantastic to have you here with us. You're doing an awesome job with Minerva. It's so great. And yeah, let's we'll do our outros here. We'll go reverse orders. We'll start with Lisa. What was your favorite part of the session? And then just remind folks where they can find stuff about your band.
Okay. My favorite part was probably just how horrified Minerva is by our lack of camaraderie.
This is a norm for us.
Yeah, but to have somebody on the outside who's literally just like, what the hell?
Is wrong with all you.
So much, honey. So much. But yeah, and then my band has a Facebook page, like I said, not totally updated, but it's something. Post it again. But yeah, we're a modern emo / post-hardcore band that will punch you in the feels and then apologize for making you feel something.
Cool.
So check us out.
All right, and then Vera, what was your favorite part of the session today? And then tell us a little bit more about what you do, if there's a place you'd like everybody to find you on the internet and that sort of
The drug deal.
Okay. Low bar.
I've never had that happen in any game I've played.
Welcome to having me in a game.
Exactly. I've had that happen in multiple games.
Yeah, I mean, I've injected a child with ketamine twice.
To be fair, it was a very special child with an insanely high drug tolerance
It
level.
was the same kid, though. I did it twice to the same kid.
Anyway, you can find me at Vera Says Dragons. I sometimes do homebrew things. I like make spells and things, and I'm working on making classes and such, so that's cool. Hopefully I'll get into more streamed games when life chills the hell out. Vera Says Dragons. Hi. Yay.
Fantastic, thank you.
Cool.
And then Gwen, what was your favorite part? And then where can we find you next?
My favorite part was the realization before what happened with what was going to happen and then it happening.
What?
What?
Joan,
No, I get what she's saying.
it was
I
on
get what
the
she's
table,
saying.
I knew what was going to happen. Like the
Yeah.
second you said Alinea was on the table, I was like, oh, I know what you're doing here. I'm just like, are you really? Really?
Yes, I am really that evil.
Yes, and then it actually, then I was right.
That's great.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. That sucks.
What's the meme? The theme song from, oh, what was that show? Not Arrested Development.
The ba-da-da-da-da-da-da.
No, the it's
Seinfeld?
it was a George Carlin show.
I don't know.
Fuck. It was a meme though. Like
Oh.
the theme song from that plays because the outro specifically was like became a meme.
Are you talking about the one that's always like to be continued?
Yes.
Yes, I know which one you're talking about.
It's not Seinfeld, it's
I don't know which show it's from, but I know the sound clip you're talking about.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
And Gwen, where can we find you next?
Yeah, you can find me here Monday.
Perfect. For our peasant strike.
If you
back
haven't died in your sleep. I mean,
Yeah,
what?
that's right.
game. Okay, Benny. Monday we're going to be doing the next episode of the Peasant Strike Back, which is GM'd by Joshua.
Barbeau.
Thank you. I always forget his last name, and I don't know why. It's fantastic GM. We're having a blast, and there's tons of laughs. We basically play the peasants in your stereotypical like murder happy D&D party, and we're sick of the adventurers, so it's pretty great.
Oh.
And we have a karaoke party, and it's just amazing.
There's a lot of running gags, which are really funny. And we're gonna have a special guest star on Monday too, so that'll be great.
Maybe the jokes.
And then,
Is it Weird Al Yankovic?
I
What?
wish.
God damn it.
I
can help.
By some chance Weird Al is watching this, we would love to have
What
you on
up?
the show at any time.
Yo, big fan.
Yeah. Rowan, what was your favorite part? And then where can we find you next?
I just love the snark back and forth between Ping and Vinny, with Minerva just completely and utterly lost and really concerned. Like really concerned to talk about shooting people and
Yeah,
murder,
we
and
killed her once. It's fine. It's fine.
she got
That
better.
was pretty great.
Yeah.
Just the whole like
If y'all kill me again, I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah.
We'll bring you back. Jesus, you're not special.
But okay. Jeez. So I also really loved the I can smell the fuck boy.
Yeah. I
Oh
can't
my
smell
God.
the boy. He's here.
Fuck boy's here.
If it weren't for the fact that I try to keep curse words out of raid cries just because of, visiting other people's
Getting one of
channels,
those things as they
that
allow
would've been the
themselves
raid
to work
cry.
is fantastic.
You can spell it Fuccboi. That's how I spell it in my head.
The boy is
Oh my
here.
gosh. Anyways,
No, it's
awesome.
not nearly as funny.
I spell the boy.
And then where can we find all your art and fun stuff? Rowan.
Oh, me. Hi. It's still me. It's still my turn. Hi.
Where can we find your art?
Hi, honey.
It's been a day. Okay. So I am Rowan North. I'm a freelance illustrator and art educator. You can find all my social media and stuff at rowannorthillustrations.org, as well as all the examples of my work. I won't say all of them, but a lot of them. You can find me on Wednesday on my channel, Rowan North. And we're going to be doing the Force of Renown, which is a merging of Powered by the Apocalypse with another system. And we have about 3 episodes left. 3 episodes. So
Sweet.
we're getting up to the penultimate there.
Perfect.
So enjoy.
So thank you all for playing. Thank you for all the donations, the viewers. I'm Raven. I am a professional GM and tabletop streamer. I also designed the system that we're working on right now. It's called Fundamental RPG. If you would like to get your own copy of Fundamental RPG, run your own games, the system is designed to be able to be picked up very quickly and jump right into a game within an hour of concept. But you can find it on Amazon. Just search for Raven Lee or Fundamental RPG. You'll be able to find it there. And then my favorite part was probably there were so many good moments. Yeah, I think it was all the multiple times that just about everybody in the game just blushed because of one thing or another that was said.
Oops.
That was just fantastic. It was so much fun. But yeah, again, thank you. You can find me next on, I think we'll be doing a R&R stream tomorrow on the channel.
Oh yeah, that's starting up again.
Yeah, so that was a channel that Rowan and I did separately from this one. We would do like a Game Grumps kind of style, just playing games and chatting and things like that, and more chatting than playing the actual game. But that's actually going to be on this channel now. So it'll be Sundays at 7 p.m. Mountain Time is what we're shooting for every Sunday. So
we should be continuing Frambo.
Yeah.
So
that'll be really fun. And then we're going to go on a raid here. Before we do, though, if you do want to have me GM your own game for a private group or an event or anything like that, you can have me GM your own original story just for you and your friends by going to theravenevermore.com there in chat. There's all the information on cost and what all I do for it and stuff like that, but it would be an off-stream game just for you and your friends. Definitely feel free to check that out and let me know. But we're going to raid Marathi here. I've played in a game with him once before on a charity stream. He's pretty funny. We had a lot of fun playing a Avatar: The Last Airbender style game together. So we're going to give him a quick raid here. But we'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.